But you didn't expect that one.
That was very good, actually.
This is fun.
That was great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Wow, you got on it. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
How are
everyone.
we doing? How are we doing? We're good? We're good?
Are we all?
I'm feeling pretty good. I got my shirt finally.
Oh, shirt?
Yeah,
Did someone say
we all
shirt?
got them.
Oh,
Did someone say shirt?
we all-
Whoa. We all got things. Whoa. Why is
I'm not
mine
gonna
like?
hold mine up though.
Never mind. Just kidding. Mine. I thought mine was backwards, but it's just my camera.
It's just.
I don't want to talk about. Yeah. I panicked. I looked at the stream. It was fine.
You know what, Cuddly? You always look fine.
Oh.
Josie, I need you to see me after class.
You're fine.
Oh my god.
But I'm the teacher.
Not anymore.
Okay, speaking of detention, Aussie, I see you brought some mud in with you. What did you
yeah.
say?
Mhm.
Tracking in muddy footsteps again.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the floor.
Can't
Wow.
believe
Yeah,
you.
you keep looking at it. No, it's
It's right there.
And who left
Right
their
there.
gloves?
You know, the other side, mate. The other
This
side.
guy.
Who left their gloves? They've
The
been here for
backgr- the-
forever.
Look at the
Like,
background, boy.
he's-
I can't
oh.
tell if he's doing a bit or if he's actually a
He has
fool.
to do
I think we fooled him.
The answer is yes.
the answer.
I want you to know that I did not know what you were talking about until Orb went, no, look at the background. It clicked, but I'm like, I'm too deep now. I got to keep going.
Too late for me.
He had to play the fool.
You merely adopted the bit.
I've lived in it.
I was already a man when the bit was made.
Oh shit! When the bit was made,
Yeah.
the bit
Yeah.
was made.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh, well,
Um,
I'm gonna ask my friends to do some self-introductions while I
Yeah.
blow my nose.
allowed.
Friends,
Mm.
fight amongst yourselves.
I'm a friend one named Wettest Orb. I
Engage in the fight. He just started talking. What the?
Yep. Because that's how you be overly powerful and confident. I play
Right.
Trish, who is a
Get look at this guy.
not confident dragonborn. She is a bard. She likes to read people's minds, and she's been in trouble for it multiple times. Yeah, that's about it for me. Off to the other friends; they can fight now.
People have enough intrusive thoughts without Trish.
Yeah, intruding into their thoughts.
And then like
Speaking of
telling them to do
I'm
it.
gonna invite. I'm gonna introduce Josie Poser. Oh my god, that was friend number 0 who made us start all this. Made us fight.
Oh,
She made us
thanks, I'm
fight.
a 0.
What? But like a 10 in our eyes, obviously. We just stick a
I
one.
mean, when you roll a 0 on a d10, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then it's up to the table
Anyway,
to decide.
She is the benevolent and lovely, always benevolent, super benevolent, just like so nice, always so nice, never throwing anything awful at us. She would never do that.
What was it? So nice.
So
She would
nice.
never throw anything.
Oh no! Oh god!
We will make
Oh, no.
natural 30s
Oh, no.
great again.
No,
Jesus.
no.
Stop. We can't
I
get political,
can't.
please.
She's
It's like
lovely,
the one bastion, all right? Just
lovely, and she's frozen on my end. But that's Josie Poser. Thanks so much. Okay.
you're not
Um,
frozen.
Oh, just kidding. It's just me. It's just me. You're not. Yeah, she's freezing.
Send some of that freeze this
Okay.
way.
Yeah, sorry. That was it. Oh, I guys can introduce me. I'm
Sorry.
Cuddly Raptor. Hi. That's it.
And who do you play?
Oh, I play
That's
Morel.
yourselves.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Aussie Depro, save us.
Mhm.
Why do you look to me as your savior? Oh, that's right, because I play Tinker Slobbersnout.
Oh
the
my
savior.
lord.
Oh,
Oh, my
seamless.
lord.
Seamless. I love it.
Oh, I hate how good that was.
That was really good.
Yes, that's right. I'm Aussie Devfro. I play Tinker Slobbersnout. The party's maybe pet, maybe not pet kobold artificer who likes biting people or threatening to bite people. He's only ever bit 1 or 2. And he's
In the mouth.
conflicted because, you know, he could be the first kobold to ever bite a deity before. But it will also be the last thing he ever does. So, you know, we'll see what he does.
I mean,
I
he's
would
done
respect
worse.
it. I would respect it.
It would look very good on a gravestone. I'll say
would.
that much.
Bit
Yeah.
Harthok's left pinky toe. It'd be
Pinky toe.
You'll be like, yeah.
And then in brackets, not like that. Get your minds out of the gutter.
But still, he would probably be called the bravest kobold ever to actually go for it.
Yeah, I know, right? I kind of. Where's my dice?
Oh my god. Oh my
Don't
god.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The
No.
eyes
Roju,
gave it away.
Roju, please.
Hi.
What did you say?
I'm
We
here
know you want
too.
to play D&D.
I play Forrest
Say-
Barkley. My name's Roju. You may know me as Participation Award. Forrest Barkley is a paladin. He's a good boy. That's it.
It's great.
He's a very good boy.
That's
Best
great.
boy.
It's the best boy. Do we just
I'm a
get
tired boy
into
today.
this? Because I have my whiteboard for once again. The return of the whiteboard.
Excellent.
Ah.
Excellent.
Very good.
And this one, it does not say bad words.
And this one does
Uh,
not say throw Cuddly under any buses, right?
No.
I don't think we have any buses today.
No buses for me.
No. Well, I'm about to get on the bus, but I'm checking my phone while I'm doing it, so I'm going to stumble as I get on. But hey, did you all know that if you don't feel like you can always catch us live, but you still want to stay up to date, there are multiple ways you can do that. If you're on the go and you don't feel like staring at a screen, we do have podcast format. You can just listen. And we all know that most of our viewers and listeners come here for Roju's voice acting. So, Roju, give everyone a sample of what they might find on the podcast. Great, great.
Everybody loves my voice acting.
No,
I
give
thought you were
us
Lord
a
Voldemort
forest.
for a
Give us a
second.
forest. Give me a forest greeting.
Oh, hello there. I'm not sure what you'd like me to say, though. Hello, I'm Forrest Barkley.
That's perfect. That's great.
Right?
And if you also want to see how Roju
That's
looked
all-
while doing all of
I
that, you
didn't
can
know
go
what
to our
you want from
YouTube.
me.
You can go to our YouTube. Follow us on YouTube because, as we said last week, we can't get demonetized until we're monetized.
Hashtag goals.
I want you to know that I did not censor the video. Just putting it
Oh,
out there.
shit.
I did.
Good.
Okay, so
That's
good.
everyone should go and catch
Fuck
up on the
censorship.
last mod.
I'll let it all hang out.
And
Good.
if you're sensitive
proud of you.
to vulgar language, then maybe don't.
That's why I
yes,
ticked
yes.
not for kids.
Not for kids. And the last thing on my whiteboard, also I wrote presentation twice. Can you believe that?
Oh, that's
Uh,
embarrassing.
Hey, we're doing show.
We all would have known too.
You all saw our shirts. Let's just do it again, real quick.
Oh, I'm
Do you
sorry.
want to be part of the cool club? Then don't buy our shirts because we're not cool.
You could, if you don't care about that, then you could definitely do it
Hang on,
anyway.
we're not,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking mine off.
But if you want to support us
No,
and have, like, I don't know, a sleep shirt or something you can wear on laundry day, you know,
Yeah.
you can just
I will say, very comfy, very comfy, very.
Demure.
I was gonna say demure, and I stopped myself. I just
I
didn't
could
want
tell.
to.
I could tell. I was like,
I looked like at you in my. It's like, Rohanna, help me.
Is that all the
I think we
announcements?
should, yeah,
I
yeah,
think I'm
that's all.
just gonna do the
Roju,
thing.
Please save us from.
All right, I'll do the thing. Enjoy the intro, everyone.
This is our home now. We must not forget the past, but leave it behind nonetheless. Words spoken by the elders of the Outsider's Refuge. Last time on the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle. Aboard Hold Eater, the group returned to Hayge. Disembarking on a small port just outside the city, they ran into an odd couple of individuals, seemingly the bottom scraping of the talent reserves of the Bulwark had been sent here. Vanya presented herself, and you were given opportunity to stay docked. You also found out that Harald had been not replaced, but he had been moved. Apparently under the guise of starting a new precinct somewhere within the city. As you were entering, following Vanya and Nyla towards the heights of Ingenuity, Tinker spotted a strange piece of machinery he'd only seen once before, and by pure coinky-dink, a familiar face was inside said vehicle. And before anyone realized, Tinker was in this automotive cart with Madame Scarlet heading towards one of her many, many offices to film his very first ad. He did earn some money though, an investment
Very
into
healthy
his
amount of
future.
money.
Yes, a very healthy amount, but he also, from now on, he's sort of bound to bring most of his ideas through Madame Scarlet as his official sponsor. The rest of the group, passing through the Fireside Market, seeing adverts, flyers, ad bots showcasing what seems to be some sort of fighting pit or arena, a game coliseum. No building in view, but apparently it was to be opened this Sunday in 3 days. Sunday. Moving on, Trish passed an old flirt, and they entered the heights of Ingenuity, where they were stopped by Brahmal, the headmaster of architecture. He questioned and congratulated the return of Vanya and your group, as you had been sent to, in fact, collect her. But at the same time, he seemed peeved that you were all here. He wanted to hold a gathering of the Ingenuity to discuss the power structure within, as he had taken on responsibilities that were previously Vanya's, and he said the people were no longer trusting of her. She hand-waved this, instead wanting to get to her apartments, get herself in order, and she offered a cloak to Trish. A very peculiar cloak that was a very fine make, but it did have a lens and a frame attached to it, making it impregnable to rain, dirt, a raincoat.
Very important.
Very important. Vanya then mentioned that she was going to go to the Stellar Forge itself for an audience with the artisan Hathok, goddess of craft and intelligence. You all decided to come with, hearing more rumors about Harold's whereabouts. As you pass through the city, seeing that plumekin were spread around the various denizens, Forrest caught a whiff of something familiar. As he followed the scent of Eobard faint upon the wind, he met a young Rocco, a sparrow plumekin, who had apparently been given these shoes by his father, Rocco. And thus Forrest acquired another clue to Eobard's potential whereabouts in Reckwell's Reach.
Which is in the Havenlands, which is
across the Emerald
Deep
Yeah,
Sea.
yeah.
On the east side of Amberlands,
The other side
which is
of
where
the
you are.
Everlands,
Which is where we are, yeah.
Currently where we are, yeah.
As you then pass through the district of Stellar Forge, where all of these unique workshops had been erected, you saw buildings of various makes and sizes. You saw ingenuity at work here, as people were creating through passion and pioneership. Crafts you had never seen before, may never see again, were being built. Engines, power sources, what looked like locomotive suits of armor, several dozens feet tall. People were walking through, perusing, inspecting, offering money to some of these artisans. And in the center, you saw this massive metal hexagonal building with only one guard in front of it. Taller than Forrest, covered tipped from toe to head, tippy toes, all in metal. Words are hard.
Oh no.
It's so hard.
This is the rest of the stream now, isn't it?
It is.
Everyone's tippy-toeing, and Vanya presented a token of some kind that this guard crushed, and then stepped to the side and let you all enter. Inside this cavernous building, the walls covered in lockers, drawers, caged doors, and the floor just barren but filled. Knickknacks, tools, bolts, screws, pieces of metal and wood strewn about the floor in advanced patterns, and objects were flying around, putting themselves back in their spots and into the hands of the artisan as this bright light was lighting her up, and all you could see was the dark, wide shoulders and upper back of Hathok herself. Upon your entrance, she threw a heavy blanket over whatever this light source was, and the room fell dark. Until your eyes adjusted to the faint lights available, seemed to mostly be from the glow of the artisan herself. As she turned around, lifted her welding mask, and Mirelle heard a voice speak into her mind. I know who you are. What do you all do? As Vanya has stopped and awaits whatever instructions might be given.
I mean, we're just tourists.
Yeah.
I don't know that we have any business here.
So you said this was directly injected into Morel's brain.
Oh yeah.
Okay, directly.
No,
into his brain.
this
is a very private conversation. Okay.
She's not making eye contact with you. She's currently looking at Vanya, but you heard this voice.
Morel sees that she is focused on Vanya and decides it's probably not her turn to speak, but will think back telepathically, which might not be a good idea because we've seen what Trish did. But if the channel's open, the channel's open. Yeah. Muriel will send a message back to Hathawk and say, I mean no harm or trouble. I am just here for Vanya.
You sense that your message has been received, but you get no response.
Left unread. Got it.
Left unread. Instead, Vanya steps forward and lowers her gaze. If I understand correctly, the token I presented gives me 3 questions. And Hathawk nods.
Okay.
You get 3 questions
Was that question 1?
that I will answer truthfully and honestly. I will not deceive. I will not play any tricks. But if my answers are vague, it is because the information is not for you, or I deem it not necessary. And Vanya nods.
Tinker looks like he's going to say something because he's like that. It's like that's such a
Undo it.
bullshit result, but then he bites his tongue.
Good job, Tinker.
Vanya takes a deep breath, thinks for a moment, and then says, my first question is, are you aware of what is happening within the city and the Heights of Ingenuity?
Tinker rolls his eyes. It's such a
It's such a naff question, isn't it? Hey, God, are you aware of things that are going on?
Honestly, she might not be.
It was
She
so
like,
obvious she just
unbothered.
didn't care, though, at that meeting. It was just like, this is so nothing.
Okay,
to
these
do
are
with my
Vanya's
work.
questions, guys. We can build her later.
yeah, we will.
We'll drill her later.
Yeah.
Hathawk looks strangely normal for a moment as her eyes wander and she considers how to answer this question. And then says, I am aware of the power struggle within the Ingenuity. I'm aware of the discord among the 5 pinnacles. And if you were to ask if I am to do anything about this, then no. My work is much too important to go deal with your petty squabbles. While you worry about the status quo of one city, even a city as great as ours, what I am doing is many, many tiers and layers above that in the hierarchy of the known lands. And this is not meant to look down on you, it is simply a fact of perspective. Vanya looks offended.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to look down on you.
Okay.
You're just beneath me.
You're just so beneath me. I could not care less.
Yeah.
Not
That is-
to 10, but
Oh my god.
Look, it's hard. Also, this is Josie as a DM. It's really hard sometimes to write these characters that are on different levels because they do. It's like they do think differently.
No, Hathaway is incredibly correct here. Hathaway has
Yeah.
No,
I'm things to worry about. It's just like
It doesn't mean the ants can't get a little offended.
the ants can get offended, but they can also
Yeah,
accept one, you know?
it's more like Vanya. What did you expect?
Yeah, no. But yes, Vanya looks definitely offended. Like, what the fuck kind of answer was that?
Hey,
Absolutely love that.
She did not lie. She does not care.
And Vanya, in her this momentary state of bewilderment, Hathaway keeps speaking and says, all systems of government are prone to corruption. And corruption is part of the systems. It is not a good thing. But Vanya, you are not free of blame either. If the system is broken, then fix it. I put a system into place that on paper would function if everyone followed the rules I set. If someone broke those rules, it is up to the others within the system to correct it. Vanya, you were pointed out as the reason. If you consider that faulty blame, then prove otherwise. And Hathaway starts looking around at, you see on the ground there's just shards of metal, tools you've never seen before, everywhere, strewn out in this chamber that is easily 100 feet in diameter. There's barely enough space between everything to place your feet. And Hathaway looks like she's starting to want to get back to work. Like she's letting herself be taken away out of courtesy. Vanya steels herself. You can see her body language tense and then relax. As she then asks, do you know the true identity of the one called the Scrapped One?
Oh.
Ooh.
We're just getting answers left, right, and center. Let's go.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
And
Now we're interested.
Vanya, I have theories, but I don't know how to confirm them. Hathaway at this point furrows her brow, and her face seems to not change or contort. It's strange because it looks like it's not a natural thing. The way she furrows her brows look more like a rehearsed expression. Like it doesn't use the full face. It's just very like just the brows. Your theories are as good as mine. There is a combination of factors that prevents me from seeing the Scrapped One. The armor which he carries, the inside of it is strange, yet familiar. A recreation, a poor copy of how I created the mastodon. And what parts of him can be seen have been altered in a way to which I've never seen before, and without any frame of reference, I cannot tell you if it is wrong or right. But my assumption is that he is. He's Q.
We've heard that.
Yeah, we
Yep.
have it.
Okay. This is yeah.
He is Q. And Vanya, not asking a question, but blurts out, "But Q died. He's supposed to be dead."
Ooh.
So are you, Vanya.
Wow.
And Hathok responds, "Did you see his dead body?
Nobody knows that this is
Can
true.
you prove that
Classic.
he is dead?"
I bet he fell off a cliff, didn't he?
Yeah.
And they were just like, well, he's definitely dead.
Maybe a whale fell on him, but he got better like we did. You know?
Okay.
If you think about it, Vanya, the story's not that hard to piece together if you allow yourself to believe the facts. The scrapped one lives in Scrapyard Strand, as I understand it, has created a commune of the outcasts of this city. How did he get there? Why would he stay there? What did the history books teach you about Q, the war hero? And Vanya looks at all of you. She turns halfway around. And then turns back to Hathok. I claim this audience, but the questions I have now are too many, and I think I can answer them on my own. Am I allowed to relinquish the third questions to my companions if they wish to ask anything? And Hathok tilts her head, looks at all of you. To all of you, it just seems like a gaze, like someone who's just taking a gander. Trish, you do feel a slight tingle down your neck as the eyes fall upon you, and then she speaks again as the artisan says, "That is fine. I may have something I wish to talk to them about."
Oh.
Oh my.
Tinker tears his
Okay.
eyes away from the thing that he was staring at because he was not probably listening to the conversation. He probably was trying to stealthily get his notebook out to start drawing some of the things he saw in there.
It seems whatever you're starting to draw, it's like whenever you blink, all the objects in the room have rotated ever so slightly, and whatever you're focusing on always seems to be in very good view.
He's good view.
Yeah.
It's as in it's showing me its best side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Tinker keeps drawing.
Get the good side.
It's like whenever you're like, oh shit, what is that thing? and you start like looking at it and sketching, whenever you look up from your book, it's like it's gone one step closer to you.
That's so good.
They never come in like perfect view, but
Mm,
it's like they just you always seem to get a little bit of a better look than you expected.
Oh, wow. This person's actually kind of nice, guys.
Yeah. Benevolent deity. We love it.
Yeah.
Magic workshop.
Magic
Workshop.
Mm.
Also, I mean, you gotta take into context who this is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and what Tinker does.
Yeah.
feel like it'd be-
It's more that she's like, oh, one of my own mind. She might be thinking like, oh, is this a converter? Can I get this person over on my side?
Huh?
I don't know. He has burnt a tiny
God of
patch of
engineering.
ground.
Yeah.
His drool. He's been drooling quite a lot.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure it's fixable.
I'm sure something. Sure.
Huh. So one question.
Vanya turns to all of you and says, I have to go. There are some things I have to look into. I can stay if you don't want to be alone in here as outsiders. I'm not used to hosting guests in this way. Usually I have staff that help.
Trish just nods her head to it, like to stay, but she's not saying anything. She's just
If you need me, I will be at the Heights. I'll make sure the guards know that you have my blessing to come and go.
Will you be safe?
Yes. I see no reason that anything will happen that I cannot deal with. And she sort of like unknowingly like taps her left side like pant pocket.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Well, be careful.
And she walks up and the big doors just creak open on their own. And she looks back at you and smiles. Like she's having a good time. That she say like, see you later, like a friendly demeanor to her as she leaves. And the doors slowly shut again. And suddenly the air gets tense and warm.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
I don't. Come back, Vanya. Vanya.
And the little trinkets and tools and doodads and knickknacks on the ground almost start hopping. They're just like moving erratically away, creating this clear path in the ground between the center and the entrance where you are.
Tinker's gonna feel a very tight grip on probably like a shoulder or upper arm as Trish is freaking out a little bit.
But yeah, weren't the two of you holding hands?
He
Oh, yeah?
stopped to draw,
He
so
stopped-
Like, shook her hand off.
Oh my god.
She was trying to be a big girl, but she's
Don't-
not enjoying this.
Trish, it's fine. It's probably just strings or something. All right, just don't worry about it.
Red Titans.
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine.
Oh,
You know, what could possibly go wrong?
Everyone roll initiative. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, let me just bring up the stat sheet for this
please,
CR27.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is why we don't bite the person claiming to be a deity.
Please
All right.
don't bite the
No matter how
deity.
good it would look on the
I'm not
gravestone.
backing you up on this.
Still not biting. Still not biting. It's okay.
Trish is going to perform dead.
Yeah, I cast feign death on myself.
And then the god of craftsmen just fixes it. Like, none of that.
Counter spells my.
Yeah.
Probably walks up and just gets like an actual like AED bag, and it's just like clear. No, this path has opened up and she is just taking you all in. Per the rules of the audience, you have one question. However, I too may have questions, and I will give you one in return for every you answer. Satisfactory.
Again, Tinker's eyes sort of narrow, always leaving a loophole in these statements. She is.
Now, I will let you all ask first. Does anyone have a question?
Trish will like bend down to Tinker's ear and goes, "I want to leave. Can we ask to leave?"
No, we cannot ask to leave. You can just leave.
Forrest's gonna lean down to Merrill. Do you want to ask about your family?
What is Morel's necklace doing? As
Currently,
she considers...
it feels cold. But not like freezing, painful cold, but it's trying to mitigate the heat that's rising in the room.
Forrest, I would like to, but maybe we can ask about your family instead.
And he kind of... you can see very clearly on his face that like, obviously he would want nothing more. But he kind of shakes his head and he's like, "No, you've already done a lot for me. You should ask if you don't know anything."
Trish sort of goes back down to Tinker and goes, "I actually do have a question. Why was I marked? Why me?"
Are you asking Hathok?
No, Tinker.
Okay, I was just like, oh.
I love that we're going through Tinker as a messenger.
Little huddle.
Yeah, huddled down to Tinker.
So wait, is everyone huddled around Tinker? Is that what's happened? No,
Meryl's just standing there. I imagine Forrest is somewhere in the middle, and then you two are, I don't know, somehow probably in front, because surely Tinker can't see if he's in the back.
I can tell that you have more questions than one. If you'll allow, I can ask one of mine, and that will grant you two.
All right, let's start there first. Tinker snaps his book shut.
Get a nod from Meryl.
Sure. I don't know if I'll know your answer, but I'll do my best.
Well, lucky for you, the question is not aimed in your direction.
Trish is sweating hard just in case. Yeah. She was hoping that was going to be the answer for Trish.
The eyes turn towards Morel.
I knew it!
More specifically, your necklace.
Ah. Of course.
May I inquire how you received that? And there is a slight gesture, like a point of a finger, and you feel almost as if someone is just, thumbing your necklace.
Don't touch my stuff, lady. Yeah, and Mirel actually reaches up and holds it because it's just a reflex at this point. And she very carefully chooses her words because this is a deity and you don't want to give them the full story if you can help it. So she looks down and says, it was a gift before I went on my journey of a gift of goodwill.
Hathok looks mildly dissatisfied with the answer, but at the same time doesn't pry further. There's definite like, all right.
Okay.
You all now have 2 questions.
Tinker would put a hand on and Trish's leg. I suppose that's all he can reach up. Sort of mentioned to her. Now remember, Trish. Just due to the way, our kind, their kind, she may not have the answers you're looking for.
Trish sort of nods in agreement and sort of looks at Morel and Forrest now.
Oh, you're looking at Mirel. Mirel is zoned out, looking at the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forrest kind of nudges her a bit.
Oh, what? No. You have your questions. Use them.
May I?
I don't like getting questions answered for me. Half the fun is finding the answer myself.
There's just the slightest hint of a smile from Hathok when you say that. And she then says, isn't it though? But sometimes asking is how you get the answer. So ask.
And this time, Mirel's going to nudge Forrest and just, motion with her head.
Tinker also tries to push Forrest forward.
And he probably can with those gloves.
That's true.
Oh, he doesn't engage the gloves.
Just imagine he's doing the thing where he pushes in the back of your knees and you just go like, ah!
Yeah.
He gets his own strength, kneecaps Forrest.
Yeah. And assuming he gets, if everyone sort of gives him the sort of okay visually, then, well, if you didn't mind, I'm Forrest Barkley, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm looking for Eobard Barkley, my family. He got taken back at home. I'm not sure how long ago it was now, but it wasn't that long, and I've come a long way, and I think I have a long way still to go. But can you tell me? And he kind of just has too many things he wants to know, and he's kind of you can see the internal struggle if he's got to pare it down to one question. Is he alright?
My domain stretches far. To find out if Eobard Barkley is all right, I would need something of his.
Oh, his shoes were just out there.
You have
Oh, you've got his
anything of
armor.
his?
If
you do, I could use it to connect.
Actually, I do have a couple of things. This armor might have been his, I think. And I have some other things that he gave me when I was younger, if that helps.
Yes, the armor will not suffice, I'm afraid. While it may have been his, it is not of his make.
Oh.
What about
Yes.
What about this then? Any like any kind of digs into his pocket and pulls out what looks like just a really crudely cut, not even cut, it's just like a rough little gemstone with some cord tied around it, and on a leather strap. Yeah, kind of holds it out.
Yeah. Hathok holds out a hand. It is nearly 100 feet between the two of you. But as she's been speaking, it's like her voice echoes and she hears anything you say. It's that kind of echoey silence where you feel like you have to speak quietly or it's just going to be so loud. But she holds her hand out and you feel almost like this object you're holding is being slightly pulled towards her.
Do you want me to come over there?
You only need to let go. And it just, like, magnetically just zooms into her hand. Describe again to me what she is now holding.
So it's just a rough, uncut gem that is, sort of attached to a leather strap.
Okay.
It's like it's very simple work.
Mm-hmm. But it was made by Eobard.
It was yes, it was crafted by Eobard and given to Forrest when he was younger.
She will hold it. She looks down at it and she closes her fist around it. And I'm gonna roll some dice. All I can tell you is that he's alive.
Kind of nods, and you can see a tension that you perhaps weren't aware of until it released from his shoulders.
It is not something I can do to sense if he is doing well. I cannot tell if he's unharmed, in pain. All I know is that he is alive. She holds the hand out and this object zooms through the air back towards you and then halts and just hovers in the air like a foot in front of you.
And he sort of puts his
as soon as you touch
and
it just falls into your hand.
Kind of cups it in both hands like a precious object and tucks it back into his pocket. Thank you. It's good to know. And he kind of picks and sort of stands more upright again, with a renewed sense of
purpose.
Of purpose, or there was a small fear there that perhaps that it was all for naught, but he's alive.
You all still have one more question. And while I'd love to get back to my work, I will uphold the sanctity of this audience. I simply ask that you do not dally. I may have more questions as well. But when it is you who ask a question, please do so firmly.
Earl just nods to Trish. Yeah, Trish, you had a question.
Sort of looks at Tinker and goes, fuck it.
Tinker mouths, use your words this time.
Trish removes her necklace and asks, I have this mark on me. I'm younger, smaller, probably not as knowledgeable as the rest of my kind that received this mark. I did the training in the shortest amount of time. Why did they give it to me? Why do I have this mark? What does it mean?
Those are all separate questions.
Why was I the one given this mark?
I will answer, but you will retain your question, because when it comes to the intentions of the worms, I am not privy. I could not tell you why, as in their intentions, but if you'd allow me, I could tell you what.
She nods.
Now, I am aware that I have set my sight upon you previously, but I will say that you can only blame yourself.
She looks down at the ground.
I will have to look.
She looks back up.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Tinker will reach up and take Trish's hand.
Aww.
Just breathe. And you once again have that sensation of those piercing, inquisitive eyes that are just taking you apart. As she sees everything, as in her eyes you become an object that she can take apart down to cellular level and put you back together. But you feel that sensation different now, focused on the back of your neck. And you feel almost as if the mark is being turned around and examined. And it feels, whenever it's moved or tugged, to all of you, there's no visual difference. But in your body, Trish, it feels like a surge. You feel nauseous, almost like a bloating, but it's in your entire body, out into your limbs and your fingertips, out into your tail. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a change is just through pulsing waves through your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then it stops. And one word lets slip from Hathok. Interesting.
She goes to grab Tinker's shoulder a little, like feeling unbalanced.
To grab Tinker's shoulder, you'd have to be more unbalanced, right?
Oh,
Probably better than it is.
The top of his backpack is probably better height.
Ooh,
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
probably the you
Yeah,
feel
that works.
massive pressure on your back.
I do not
interesting.
know what you have been told about this, Mark. But what it does is quite simple. It prevents change.
Sorry, prevents change.
Oh. Interesting.
She sort of goes into a bit of a shock.
Now, I'm not the one to talk to about these things. Another is much more versed in the ways of change. I suggest if you want to speak further, you need only ask your friend. And the eyes turns to Mirel.
Huh?
And Trish sort of looks at you now.
Mel kind of
Me?
looking behind her as though it's looking at someone else. Like,
Yeah, and Morel's just kind of like looking at everyone looking at her now, going, hmm.
You know someone of change?
On that note, I would like to ask a question.
Trish turns her head back around, points
What
to
is
herself.
what is a true Gavinite doing in this city?
oh,
Get called out.
Yeah. Hmm. Mirel crosses her arms, uncrosses them because that seems like she now has an attitude.
But she does.
That's what she does. She sighs and she says, I am just seeing the world. Before I go back home.
Are you a god?
Tinker
No.
pulls out his stick and like smacks Trish on the back of the head.
what's a true Gavinite?
One of the free Sedum. It was not hard to deduce. You left many trails. I see the Leviathan's blood. You carry an amulet of the Changer. And even though you alter yourself, you cannot alter all that deep.
You have good eyes.
So I've been told. And though I know the rumors, the stories, I harbor no ill will to the true followers of Gavintel. We simply do not see eye to eye on certain matters.
Thank you. I can live with that.
You all still have one question?
Oh, look, you can ask her, Morel.
And Morel kind of just like grits her teeth, sort of holds the necklace one last time just to see if anything happens.
It just feels cool in a comforting way in the heat that's still arising in here.
I also have someone to find, but I do not know that you can help.
That was not a question.
I am looking for... I'm looking for my grandmother.
Just as with your friend, I would need something of theirs, with strong connection.
Yes. Yes, and she will take off the necklace very hesitantly and offer it out.
This too just zooms across the chamber into her hand, and she looks at it. She looks at you. She puts her hands over the necklace. And then unceremoniously just holds it out, and it zooms back towards you.
And Morel catches it.
To the south.
Thank you.
Far south. The eyes linger on all of you for a moment. Strange lot.
I suppose we're a bit odd, eh?
Very.
I mean, speak for the rest of yous.
I might have a favor to ask.
Of us? What can
Yes.
we do for you?
A thread of destiny seems to linger nearby the four of you.
Yeah, Forrest literally looks looking on the ground.
Boris, you cannot see it.
Oh.
I mean, maybe he could. You don't know.
That is true. You might see it. I can see it. One day, perhaps. I do not know in what way, but your journey will take you to dangerous and wonderful places. I wonder if you do a favor of me and simply follow your hearts and try to stick together. I cannot tell who of you fate and destiny favors, or if it's all of you.
We could try.
Do you want us all to stay together? Is that what you want?
I don't think I could get rid of Trish even if I wanted to.
I won't force anything, but if you find yourselves in dire straits, don't be afraid to ask each other for help. Friends are a rare commodity these days.
I would like to roll an insight check.
Okay, what are you inciting?
I want to know if there is any regret or sadness behind that phrase.
Oh shit, make an insight check.
Oops. There we go. Oh no, it's just a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Do you want to push?
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot about that. I do.
I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah.
It's a
Now it's a
thing.
15. I almost
15.
forgot, yeah.
All right, push.
A 15 is enough
Ooh.
because Hathog is not actively trying to hide anything or deceive anyone. And her charisma stat is not that great.
Fair enough.
It's really, really probably her dump stat.
I wonder why.
Divine dump stat.
Divine dump stat, like, yeah. She's also unproficient, non-proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, deception is not her thing. Yeah, there is regret, and shame, and guilt, and a lot of personal experience behind the statement. Now, if you have nothing else, I need to get back to work.
Thank you for your time.
What are you working on?
That is another question, Tinker.
I know. I couldn't help myself.
Make a persuasion check.
He's saying it with these shitty.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, because you see,
Oh.
there's a smile. There's like a
That's wrong.
Like,
mischievous.
My bad.
you
But also,
you wanna
I
roll
mean-
your roll again.
push.
Could he get
No, it's a
advantage? Hold on,
mischievous
hear me out.
smile.
Hear me out.
Yeah,
Could he
okay,
get
listening.
advantage because he's asking her a question about her hyperfocus?
Yes, and that is why I was going to say she's giving a mischievous grin, and I'm allowing this.
Well, it helped if I roll the correct stat.
It does help that, yes.
Because we'll try that again. And not do too much better. So it's fine. It's fine. It was
What do you
more of a
mean?
throwaway.
What do you mean
No,
your persuasion isn't +7?
She smiles and takes a step to the side and says, "If you can uncover it, I will tell you."
Oh,
You just see this heavy blanket over it.
Tinker absolutely runs up. There's no way you take something like that in front of him.
He's got his little glovies too.
Yeah,
He's got his gloves. Make a strength check.
Trish goes, "You got this, Tinker." Gives him bardic inspiration.
Ah!
Make a strength check.
Nice.
I will let you know the DC is 30.
I knew it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna do great.
Imagine this. As Tinker goes to touch this blanket, it's as if Son Goku had a weighted blanket.
Okay. All right.
Like, everyone gets that reference, right?
Yeah.
It looks like one of those thick, like, furnace fleeces almost. But as you touch it, it is incredibly hefty.
God.
So make a strength check with Bardic Inspiration.
It's not impossible for you to hit a 30 with inspiration.
It's not
No.
at all, actually. Plus push. Like it's very doable.
I mean, you still got to roll really high.
I
but,
have it in my notes in case you
yeah.
actually succeed. You will get some.
Amazing.
All right.
You
It's
got
not
this.
impossible.
So
Not
my
impossible.
inspiration is a 1d8. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Inspiration goes
we'll-
up.
D8.
Number goes
okay.
bigger.
All right. It's not the best.
No, it's
Cool.
good.
Cool.
It's good. You got a
Okay.
D8
So
plus
that's 19.
this is
19.
pretty fine.
19.
Oh, no,
Alright.
that's pretty good.
So we'll do a
Yeah.
D8
You
on
just
top of
need
that.
11 more.
Yeah, so you need to roll within the max range. No,
Okay.
with that you've
25. Not
Yeah.
even
You can't.
push. You can get to 29.
Oh,
Yeah. Dang.
you could get a peek in the corner.
I'm gonna. Can I just for the hell of it, I'm gonna push just to see if I hit that 29
Mm,
because
Mhm.
I wanna prove that he was.
that close.
Nah, we gotta.
But
20
really,
It's still
really
a
close.
27.
27.
Yeah, that's
You
So
put a
you
30 in
start
front of me.
pulling.
We got 27.
You start pulling and tugging, and it does move slightly, but you could never uncover whatever this is. And
Tinker
as you
looks
lift
up
it, just a little bit
Yeah.
of light just spills out across the floor, and it seems to be enough to light up the whole room.
Ugh,
Oh,
light.
And as it goes down again, Hathok says, "That was impressive."
not bad for a little guy, huh?
No. Well, I will now ask you all to leave.
That's fair.
It's just like, okay,
Hope
bye,
so.
and she's walking off.
Yeah, Meryl just gives a
She's
nod
gone.
and follows Trish.
Oh, right now. Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, Forrest, right now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope you enjoy all of this. Yeah.
I will.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye. And she's just watching as you're all leaving.
Yeah.
Trish will put on the necklace before she leaves.
Yeah.
Before Tinker leaves, he'll look back and he'll sort of say, "I'll lift it next time. I'll have even bigger gloves."
I believe you. Take care of my ring.
I absolutely. Wait, hang on.
And the door
Come on,
closes.
Tinker. Let's go.
I forgot you had
I
that.
knew it was real.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was real.
It's real.
Oh,
Take care of my
shit.
ring.
It probably does nothing else but what it says, but it's real.
It's
No,
so good.
that's literally it. It does what it says.
Yep.
But
He doesn't
that's
wear it
also
anymore, but he's got
That
it.
is amazing.
What does it do again, even?
It literally it's on paper. It says it gives. Hang on, let me find it again.
Resistance to bludgeoning damage that were caused as a mishap of crafting.
Correct. So it doesn't even give you resistance in combat. It's just
it's just so you don't hammer your thumb while you're working.
Nice.
That's literally it.
And you just know that she made it because of past experience. Like you just
Of
know.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, Tinker, you've now confirmed its providence.
he will now. I will now
Amazing.
adjust that. But now, how does he prove
Certified.
it to other people?
Oh, you
Oh,
don't.
that
Well,
one will be.
you got to
Yeah.
forge a certificate, obviously.
Forge. You got a stellar forge a certificate.
Oh!
Wow.
See what you did there.
Thank you. Thank you.
You leave and you find yourselves outside again. The rain is coming down on your faces, and it is just almost noon. You're standing, watching. This sense of misplacement. As you look around, you see all of these workers on their esoteric crafts and these extravagant designs, and the bidders and the people walking the streets here are definitely upper class. But you find yourselves within the Stellar Forge district of Hayge. What next?
Morel. So, what the lady said, do you know, she said really far south. Do you know where that would be?
I am loading a map. Oh my god, I don't know where that would be.
No,
I don't know
you
where that
can
would
make a history check.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Ooh. A 22. I do know where that would be.
22. 22. Okay, here comes
Lord?
above table. Here's some Josie bias.
Okay.
Because I live in the northern hemisphere, rather up north, for some reason my brain says that south is where I haven't been. So just as with our last campaign, south is a place that's very different.
Excellent.
I think that might be a me thing.
I love it.
South of the Amberlands, south of the Havenlands, south of the Free Sedum, the south of the known lands is uncharted. One of the few places that has not been mapped. Most people say it's because the proximity to the Free Sedum, and especially with the Gavinus Rend, forces Leviathans to head that direction. And the seas are even more treacherous than anywhere else. Others say it's because it's too far. Even with provisions and good mode of transportation, you have to travel for so long that you just run out. Some say it's because it is dangerous. So dangerous that even the moon does not go there.
I told you the moon is here.
Finally, some reprieve from the moon. Okay.
Damn that moon.
Fuck that moon.
Maybe Harper's working on a weapon to get the moon.
No, that's someone else.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll just let you know that someone is doing that.
And
in
it's
this
not
world.
Tinker?
Somewhere.
Amazing. Amazing.
I mean,
Tinker will
Tinker,
find-
so there's two people.
There's two people.
Yeah.
There's two people. No, so south, no one really knows what is south.
Morel will turn to Forrest and say, I know where she means, but I do not know what is there. Which is why, and she claps him on the shoulder, we should go north first, because I have notes, and because we know where, because we're going to Campbell, because she reminds you that they would have probably discussed this, but that the Asher Horizon is staying in Campbell for 2 weeks.
I'm
And she
gonna
says-
ask all of you to make history checks to see what you know of Campbell.
I'm not going to bother. I know nothing.
So fair.
To be fair, Eobard wouldn't know.
The Forest doesn't know where he is currently most of the time.
True. I got a 23, Josie. I feel like I must have studied.
Tinker
must
is
have.
already thinking about how he can improve these gauntlets so we can lift that bloody blanket next time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mirel? The easiest way to describe it is it's Fantasy Vegas.
Send me in.
It used to be a large farmland community, but with the money that was made through the farming and the fishing, because the Opal Inlet creates a safe haven for ships to come and go. And it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. The waters are so clear. The rocks underneath shine and reflect the light of the sun in this beautiful, pearlescent way that it started attracting tourism, which then led to the production of taverns and inns that eventually turned into hotels. And then people with money figured that there wasn't much to do besides sightseeing, so one casino was built, then another. and it just exploded.
Okay. Knowing
So
that,
it is this long, pearly opal beach that is just strewn with theaters, casinos, hotels,
theaters, though.
sports events. Like it's just
The
it's where people with
theatre.
money go.
We must go see the theatre, Morel.
Oh.
She will, because she probably hasn't mentioned anything to Forrest before, she will mention, it is supposed to be beautiful, but it is full of rich people. I can see why they are there.
Oh. What are rich people like?
I mean,
Some are quite nice.
Also, what's a rich person?
Different.
I know one that's very
That's
nice.
his pocket.
Forrest, do you know when we told you a lot of gold attracts pirates?
Aye,
If you have a lot of gold,
right.
you are rich.
Oh. So rich
But that does
people
not
attract
mean-
pirates.
Sure.
He's not wrong.
He's not, yeah, he's not wrong.
No.
In one way or another.
Right, okay.
Tinker quietly contemplates how he's kind of rich now.
Mm,
Oh.
mhm, mhm.
He's not. It's a
He's
drop
like-
in the ocean, but he's.
Yeah, I mean, if he blows it
Right.
all in Fairyland Las Vegas, I won't even be mad.
And that's why the ship is there with the pirates. All makes sense now. I should have known.
Well, they are working a job, so if we can catch them before they go. Actually, with a 23, Josie, because we're just, while she's thinking of, we leave
Yeah.
this city, we go, would she know the fastest route? Is it like actually by land, or is it by boat,
Ooh.
or?
That would be a different type of check. That would be a
Okay.
survival check. But I will say with your history check, that you know another reason why it's considered so safe for ships to travel is because the proximity of money created proximity of dishonored, which are the Leviathan hunters.
Okay, I've got work to do there too. Cool.
So there's money on top of the table and lots of money moving under the
Under
table.
the table.
in
Right.
Campbell.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. She won't mention that part. She'll leave that part out.
But you can make a survival check if you
Can
want
I? Okay,
to.
that would be cool. Hopefully it's... Nope, no idea. Maybe a little idea, but not
I mean, there's probably a land route.
much. Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we've got a beautiful living ship. We can't just
Yeah,
leave it
yeah.
here.
She'll make a note to maybe ask.
But from your knowledge of the current continent you're on, as the bird flies, you're very close. But if you were to take the boat, you're on like the absolute opposite side, and you have to go around the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just worried we won't get there in 2 weeks.
It's on the other side of the
Leviathan can just
it's on the
chill
other
out.
coast.
It is literally just directly north from Hayge.
That's what
on
I thought.
land.
Yeah, it's like
But by ship, you have to go around either all of Simora or all of Amberlands.
yeah.
Oh.
Yes,
So possibly quicker over land then.
If
possibly.
we're trying to get there on a time crunch, maybe. Okay. Cool. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. What else does the group have to do?
Grish pulls out some letters. I need to post these. And Morale, we need to find out who you know about change.
All right.
Because if this thing, and you can't see it because she's put a necklace back on and points to her neck, if this is stopping me from changing, I need to know why.
Actually, that's a good question. Can Tinker roll? I'm assuming it would be history to like try and sort of just recall about the mark and like why the information.
A history
that
check.
Ardok
I
said.
will give you advantage because this is like culturally significant.
We'll take the 19.
That's pretty good.
The way you are taught about these marks is that when a Ray, or a Dragonborn, is chosen, when they become a candidate to ascend to being a dragon, they receive this mark and they are sent out into the world on a journey to gather knowledge and information and show themselves an asset to Wormkind. And eventually they will called back. They will be called back to Wormcrest, where they will be ascended into becoming a Rayagon, a dragon.
See now, this is Tinker sort of like musing in his own head, but like, what if?
Stop it happening by itself.
Yeah, maybe these
Yeah, like-
marks, maybe the Razor that are sort of like going to continue evolving. Maybe that's going to happen regardless. They're just, as Hathok said, maybe the threads of fate. It's just they've been chosen, and this mark is a way of slowing that down and preventing it until,
Well,
Get
perhaps
back,
control
yeah.
over who
exactly.
does and doesn't get
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
With a 19 Tinker, there is always a set amount of dragons of every colony.
Mm.
yeah, that's absolutely bang on the money.
Interesting.
And Tinker would sort of, pass his musings on to Trish while they were sort of leaving or walking out of the Cellar Forge, and those are just his thoughts on it.
Well, Trish is gonna be a little bit blunt with you, unfortunately, and she goes, "I kind of already know that. I'd want to more or less know why. What happens when we naturally all just evolve? Like, what was the reason for these markings they give us? There must be something that must have happened."
Well, I can only imagine it's for control.
Yes, but
Plain and
what?
simple.
It might be for control, but what caused them to be like, "No, we need to do this"?
Because
Like,
someone would be afraid to lose power. That's all it comes down to. Even all the shenanigans happening here, it's all because someone either wants or does not want to lose their power.
So you don't think an event happened where a bunch of newly born dragons took the old ones out?
No, I just think it's straight up greed.
Most things are. But as for the person I know, yes, when I find her, I will introduce you. If you would like to meet her, you just come south.
South. Everything is
Person
just
she's
south.
looking for, if you couldn't catch the drift.
Yes.
No.
Hey.
Some things are north. And she nudges Forrest.
Yeah,
Which way would be home for like Tinker and Trish? Would it be west or east or?
East. So far east.
Oh, you guys are.
unbelievably east.
So, I want to visit your homeland so bad.
Which direction is Woodend from here?
Woodend, north.
Oh,
Yeah, north. Okay, we're soon gonna go on a break, so I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do some napkin drawing on this chain. I'm just gonna move you all around a bit. I'm sorry.
Please.
Oh,
Where
And-
we go?
I'm just gonna like
Hey.
imagine, if you will.
Huh. Yes.
This is not accurate. That this is the known lands.
oh, do I need to? I should probably show the stream.
Oh, you should probably.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Imagine that this circle is the known lands. Let's move
Lovely.
it up here.
Yes.
That's, yeah.
I'm not living there. I'm living down here.
Wow. Can't believe you. Okay, and we're gonna go one step at a time here.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be puzzled.
I'm just gonna draw a little circle. A little circle.
Uh-huh.
This would be Wormcrest.
Ooh.
And
All right, so this is where Tinker and Trish.
yeah.
Trish, get your
I'll
buddy.
make room, I'll make room,
All right, there we go.
That would be Thuravon, where Forrest is from.
Ooh.
And the 7 Mile Forest is like right there.
Ooh.
I'm only 8 feet tall.
This would be the Free Sedum.
And that's Palon.
And let's see. This would be the Haven Lands.
To go to there.
And
we would have traveled through there.
this would be Simora and Amberlands.
Yes. And we are like here right
You're
now.
smack dab in the middle.
Oh, right.
Space.
So I can't be in the middle, Josie. It's fine.
How do you like my little map?
I
Oh,
love
like
your
nice.
map.
Yeah,
I
no.
like it a lot.
Very helpful.
Mhm,
Very
mhm,
helpful.
That is helpful visualization.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
I agree.
It's not to scale and it's not super accurate, but it should give you some information.
Yes. Hello, I would like to visit.
Tinker does not want to visit.
What the? Get out then.
Oh shit.
And these are all the major continents then?
Those are the major known continents,
Got it.
since it's called the known lands. Actually,
Wow.
this one should be more like that.
And that's where we want to.
And
Wait,
that's the Haven Lands, that one?
that's where
this
we
one?
Yeah.
want to. Oh god.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, God.
Ah,
Oh god. That's where we want to go to get the boat, and that's where we want to go to get the grandma, the
Okay,
Meemaw.
so-
Well,
So here, so here over. Hold on, let me stop. You're basically right there.
Yes.
There.
Oh, that's
Hey, there we
beautiful.
go, yeah.
Hey.
Campbell would be up. Come on, let me up here.
Okay. I
Yep.
Tried going there. It
Yep.
didn't really let me.
And
Okay.
currently, you've parked the boat here,
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
and Grandmama is just
Yep.
somewhere here.
Surely she's just beyond the border.
Surely,
Surely.
Yes, surely.
Grandma.
Forest comes from here.
Josie's gone mad with napkin.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
No, no,
here.
no, no, no.
I'm from.
And the Reckles Reach is stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Come on. Don't do this to me, game. No,
No!
oh God,
Earthquake!
the world.
And Reckles Reach is like right in the middle of the Haven Lands.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah,
Across the
napkin
sea.
overload.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we lost ourselves along the way somewhere there.
You
but-
know, I liked it though. I think we did very well.
And if we do like the Gavinus Rend is like here, if we want to keep going. And
Ooh.
so this bit here, this bit, do you see it? There.
Yeah.
That's the Emerald Deep.
Right, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which you
And
have to
over
cross
here,
from the Amberlands.
This ocean here is called the Vermidian.
That doesn't look
Oh.
too bad. Tinker could jump that distance. That's fine. That's all right.
I have doubts. I have my
It's
doubts.
literally 1 pixel across. Tinker can jump that.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. You know
5
what? Yeah,
feet
that
at
makes
most.
sense.
Yeah. Buffy.
Yeah.
What did you tune into? Napkin art, obviously.
Don't you see? It's a map of the world.
Yeah, this is the world map.
This is the world map.
It's the world
map.
nap, King.
6
Yeah.
elements in the jar.
Great.
Yeah. So
Lovely.
now everyone knows.
All right.
Excellent.
I
Get
feel
And
Get
we're
away
gonna
from
my
go on a
questions have
quick
been
little
answered.
break to reset our brain. Wait, what was the question?
Wait, what was? Did we have a question?
No,
We've had a
you
lot of questions tonight.
Does this answer
Because
the question?
because we were all just asking
Okay, hold
like
on.
which
Oh, yeah,
direction
like
our
where
homelands
do we
were
come
from
from,
where we
blah, blah,
are.
Okay,
yeah.
no, let
feel
me
like that
explain
answered
it to Donk real quick.
Oh, okay,
The
yeah.
big
From the top.
circle.
Oh god. All right. No. All right.
I would have loved if, as Josie said, the big circle, we faded to be right back. That would have been great.
I mean, why don't we do that? A planned bit? Let's go.
Oh my God.
We're gonna be back here soon,
I'll
but
cut
don't.
that previous
If
bit
you
out.
look here on the big circle, click,
Click.
click.
We
We are
back.
back. We click.
Welcome back.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta. There we go.
Mhm.
Sorry. I think I heard one. I thought I heard one thing, and then.
Oh
just a-
no, I.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Right. All right.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks everyone.
You,
Thanks.
you guys might think what we talk about on our breaks. All we're going to say is it's not safe to
Nothing.
stream them.
Wow. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's an intensity of our.
Yeah. No, that sounds about
We were
right.
actually talking about how Mirella just has no last name, and we were trying to like, you know how you can insert a middle name into something like Cuddly, steal your girl Raptor, and it doesn't work for Mirella. And
It
it's,
doesn't.
yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I'm liking this crowd sound. Please more of this.
What if we get
Hello.
chat control of that?
Oh my god.
God, that would just be spammed with ooze.
Yeah, it reminds me of the part in Shrek where they're like, clap.
Oh yeah. And then we have.
When Tinker finally held Trisha's hand. Hey!
The timing
All
on
right,
that
someone
one.
take the soundboard away from Josie.
No,
No.
never.
Okay. One more.
One more, last one.
There we go.
Very good. Yep.
And now we're in session.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We've had a good break and so many jokes, and we always keep saying we should go live earlier because our jokes are being told to no one.
And, then we
And also,
never
because we just
do.
want to play the game.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think it's Roju who just wants to play the game. I think Orb wants to go to sleep, Cuddly wants to do puns, and Aussie wants to bite things.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I
think
want to
that's
do
about it,
all
yeah.
of those things.
Oh shit! And you can in D&D because you have so much autonomy.
Amazing. I love it. We should play
Speaking
that.
of autonomy. Sure. Okay. I was gonna do another tangent, but I guess not.
I was here for it.
I
Hey,
was just
Josie-
gonna say I watched a movie this the other day that was surprisingly good. I thought it was gonna be one of those really bad kids films, but it wasn't. I watched the animated Transformers 1 movie, and it was surprisingly good.
I've
I'll
heard
be
that
honest.
before.
I'm
was
gonna see it
surprisingly
now.
good.
I'm gonna see it now.
I
But
just- it
Josie,
was-
who are you?
yeah.
You gotta introduce
Gosh,
yourself.
Start with the hard-hitting questions, don't you?
Came back, Josie.
The buzz. How did I not hear the buzz?
It's a silent
Reeling
bus.
her back in.
It's an electric bus.
It's an electric
Silent but
bus,
deadly.
Josie.
Silent but deadly. That's true. So it's a sulfur bus.
And Cuddly sent it in your direction.
Ah. I'm Josie Poser, the dungeon mistress of this group and this game, and I'm joined by friends. Look at all these friends. These are my friends. See how they glisten.
Oh my god. Hi, I'm Roju. You might know me as Participation Award. I play Forrest Barkley, a paladin.
Hi, I'm Letta Storm, and I play Trish. She is a bard, Dragonborn, and yes.
And I'm Aussie Defro. I play Tinker Slobbersnout, Kobold Artificer, who almost impressed the deity of craftsmanship.
Mm. Oh, and I'm Cuddly Raptor. I'm just here. I just work here. I play Morel. No last name. Last names are for.
And the one that is crying is our dungeon mistress.
I already introduced myself.
Yeah,
you
he's already
sure?
did it.
Of all the times Roger's interrupted my spiels, that might have been the best one. The other ones are on the naughty list. But this one, so we're gonna get back in. As the party has just left the Stellar Forge district, the high-end craftsmanships with the various artists' alleys and the wonderful forges and just these massive structures where people are building what their hearts tell them to do. But you've left there.
We did.
And you're
We did.
passing by the Spireworks, heading back towards the Fireside Market for whatever is to come next. It is midday and the rain is pouring down. Mirelle is maybe considering where she wants to go next. Tinker is probably fingering his ring.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That one's not that bad. It's a ring.
Is it red for his pleasure?
I need to go re-roll a new character. Give me a second.
It's called a cloaca, Josie.
Okay, no, that's it. That's it. I call it quits. Okay, no, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take it. Oh shit, they threw it my way, and I'm gonna be like, ha ha ha. Forest smells old people's shoes.
And it smells like family.
Oh, God.
You know that smell of old people feet that we all know.
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
But what I was actually going to say when this all started because I messed up the names of Trish and Mirelle again, because I was going to say Trish is enjoying her waterproof cloak.
Okay.
But I said Mirelle, and I was like, shit, now I gotta go with it. And then I gotta go the full lap around and give everyone a little something. Then you started laughing when I said the tinker
his ring.
I wonder
because
why.
he's got a ring. Playing with.
I have a question. Does the ring fit over the gloves, or are you wearing like under? Like is it like
Well, he
mitten
said he wasn't
gloves?
Okay,
wearing
that's
it.
an interesting
That's why it was
question.
like he was playing with
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Because
it's not what
because it's a magical ring, technically. It is a magical item. So therefore, would it not fit over the gauntlet? Because don't magical items sort of
I don't know.
Resized to
Oh,
fit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Some do. Mostly it's the items that have attunement that do. As part
Well,
of the
this one
attunement process.
Yeah, okay. So this one requires attunement, whereas if Tinker's
Like-
just wearing it to
Yeah.
just wear
But if
rather
it's been
than
attuned, it would still be your size. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
well, that wasn't even what I was visualizing. It was more like you've got it in your hand and you're like picking
That
at it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were wearing it, so
Well.
The gauntlets of ogre power that Tinker's made, I think we can say that they do sort of, when he's utilizing them for strength, they do enlarge. That's how I'm kind
Yeah,
of sort of
that's
like
fair.
envisioning
That's
it.
fair.
So when he's just like sort of like, you know, fiddling with his ring, if that's what we're saying, it's, you know, they would be small. They would be just like he's wearing a pair of gloves.
oh,
you know,
they
it wouldn't
fit like
be
a glove?
It does fit like a glove. That's right.
Excellent.
No way.
No way. All right.
Um,
Thank you for that. I just wanted, for my own imagination, I wanted to know.
Well, as our group are walking through the city streets towards the Fireside Market, you once again, at this time of day, you start hearing people moving around. There's lots of smells of food coming from the various eateries and diners, restaurants of the Fireside Market. They have these canvas ceilings, so some people are sitting on the outside enjoying their food. There is still all of these ad bots and flyers. Mirelle did take a whole stack of flyers that were apparently some form of election campaign for the scrapped one. And she
Did.
tore most of them down and shredded them.
And gave them to Tinker.
Gave some to
eat.
Tinker.
Who then proceeded to chew on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, after saying that he was offended that you assumed that's what he would do.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely what he did.
It was
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
to
he
be
just
known
doesn't
and
like
perceived.
being. Yeah, he just doesn't like being predictable. Is all.
Yeah.
I get it.
Good.
couldn't
And
guess
you do see that there is a tent, like a large showcase tent further away, where they seem to be doing something related to the fire pit, the name of this event coming on Sunday.
Someday.
They seem to have like information pamphlets and other things happening there. And
Tinker
there's
would
that-
run up to one and request a pamphlet.
Yeah. You see a couple of Emberkin working there. They hand you a pamphlet, and it says like it's the event of the decade. The fire pit will revolutionize entertainment industry within the city of Hayge. And just describes how it's going to be an incredible show of strength and engineering as people can showcase their own creations through battle or through utilizing them themselves, as it is basically Robo Wars, but you can also be in the Robo Wars.
I am so thrilled that it's Robo Wars.
It is Robo Wars, but also people. The only requirement seems to be it has to be to showcase a craft of some kind.
Does it have any information on how to join? How to?
Yeah, it does say sign up for exhibition matches.
All right.
That will be told coming this Saturday.
Excellent. All right. Tinker tucks that into his one of his pockets, and he's like, "Right, time to." Well,
I will say, Tinker, it does say at the bottom, sponsored by the Heights of Ingenuity in cooperation with Scrapyard Strand Ltd.
Tinker puts it in his mouth again.
Why
He
are
then.
you
No, more propaganda.
I thought you were going to enter.
I
Why
am.
did you enter?
He holds a hand out to request another pamphlet.
I'm not with him.
They don't give you any.
But he spits it out. But I'm actually going to use this one.
Make a persuasion check. As there's currently like a little sizzle and a smoke trail coming off the one you just spat out.
Nice 3.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You see the Emberkin working there. Looks to be probably a volunteer. Looks to be 17, 18. Looks at you. Says, I don't know. I think you're just gonna eat this one too.
Is there like a? Is there any small crushable objects nearby?
I mean, there's a rock.
No, I know it.
Tinker picks up the rock and crushes it. Using
Make a strength check.
Please tell me you fail.
Oh my god.
That was close. I'd say an 11 is enough. It takes a lot of effort, but you do crush the rock.
He crushes the rock.
Trish is gonna walk up. And
I want to show off my gains. How else am I going to do
Does
that?
it
unless I
doesn't
know
even
where I'm going to sign up?
doesn't even acknowledge Tinker and go, "Can I have 2 forms, please?"
Says, yeah, sure. And you are given to.
Trish takes them, looks at Tinker, and sort of indicates one's for him, and keeps walking away. She's gonna find a post office somewhere.
Yeah, Tinker, you receive a pamphlet and an entry form.
Excellent. He remembers the information on the pamphlet perfectly because of his keen mind.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
didn't need the pamphlet, and he just
Excellent.
to
And he eats
spite
it again.
person,
Eats it again.
He eats the pamphlet again.
He ingests a
But
second
he does
pamphlet.
keep the entry form.
Okay. Amazing.
On that entry form, you'll already see Trish has put a name down as well.
What do you mean? This is the fresh entry form. He just
Oh, it's
got
the fresh one?
Yeah,
Okay.
got it. It's not entering it.
Amazing.
Trish, it is not hard to find a post office.
Sweet.
There is a pretty large one. They seem to be not too busy,
Cool.
but there's definitely people queuing to send some packages, receive some packages. And in here you see working, there are emberkin, there are some plumekin. You even see a lunarkin who's currently at the front desk working.
Cool.
And yeah, you could definitely send off. Where are you sending these letters?
To home.
Back to Wormcrest.
Yeah, so one is to the mentor. They're both to my mentor. One that's Tinker's read and one that he has not.
Okay.
Ooh.
They ask you for 9 copper pieces in postage.
Yep, no problem at all.
That's pretty reasonable.
Imagine being rich. Yeah.
Okay, posting to Wormcrest.
That's what I thought. And remove. Done.
Yeah, says they were letters. Had it been packages, it would have been a different thing.
Good point.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The-
And they
these are
have been
just-
sealed with her ring on the wax.
Okay. Yep.
Ooh, very fancy.
So you managed to send those off.
And yep. And she would just
Where-
go back to the group after that.
The group. Group.
Because she wants to enter in that fight thing.
Did you do what you need to do, Trish?
Yes. I sent some mail to some people at home.
Oh, all right. Family.
Sort of like family, yes.
I hope they're doing all right.
I hope so too. I really do.
Shall we go look for Harold?
Yeah, you see Morel on the edge of the fireside market, just like hands crossed, kind of tapping her foot very impatiently, like she's.
Trish quickly fills out the form and hands it back in.
Okay, what did you type on it? Because it does have 2 sections. It has like name of contestant, and then it has a reason for joining, and it has to. It says like showcasing, and you have to write a quick description of what you are showcasing.
What are you showcasing?
These nuts.
Not gonna lie, that was my first thought.
Suddenly a panther.
She writes just Trish down, and as
Showcasing nothing.
as to showcasting, she wants to showcase Tinker, but as she's like giggling to herself, she realized she can't, convince Tinker enough to be her showcase. So she's gonna showcase her she plays her lute playing strength.
Okay.
She's gonna bash someone with
Hang
her
on, so
loot.
you're telling me you're
Oh.
entering a sort of combat arena,
Yep.
and you're going to showcase.
Everyone's gonna fall asleep. You know this.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Everyone's
fair.
gonna fall
That's fair. They could-
Yep. You figured it out already. I was thinking lullabies all fucking night.
Lullabies all day, all night. You're gonna be fine.
Also, I have come up with something new for this campaign, as opposed to the Punishment Panther. Forrest, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as a coconut drops on your head.
Oh,
Out of nowhere.
Where,
Yeah, and you
what?
see a bird flying overhead. Looks like a migrating swallow.
African or European?
Yeah. I need to know it.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Be careful.
I have never felt so terrified. Coconuts
More
can
people
actually
die
hurt
from
me.
coconut injuries,
Yeah, no, I
related injuries
know.
than shark injuries every year.
And then panther injuries as well.
Gotta
Yeah.
go inside when you want to make a pun.
I don't know. I don't know about
You
these
think
birds.
that'll help?
Tinker has also submitted his entry forms,
Okay.
and what he wrote down was I wrote his name, and then he described. He says, Tinker's incredible automated explosive device,
Amazing.
and then in
Automated
brackets,
device.
Yep. and then in brackets, sponsored by Madame Scarlet.
Ooh.
Because that's what she said. She said,
True, true.
Getting the advertising in.
Yep.
Yeah, as you hand it back in, there's definitely like some voices of the people running the stall, like, oh, okay. And the teenager who had refused to give you a pamphlet at first gets a stern talking to. And a whole spiel about judging people based on their cover, like judging the book by the cover and things like that. And you also hear someone saying, like, don't you know that all geniuses have a little dash of madness? And then you hear, like, always pay extra attention to the eccentric ones.
I love that.
Yeah. And Tinker gives a knowing nod that he's done a good thing today, and he dutifully follows.
He's done
the
his
rest of the
forest
party.
quota.
Yeah, he
There
has.
you go.
He has.
Perfect.
So you're all wanting to go to look for Harold. Where are you starting?
Sitspill.
Sitspill? You want to go to Sitspill?
I would like to go to Sitspill and look for Alex. And if I cannot find Alex, I'm going to start a fight.
Can hit up Alex.
Hit up Alex?
I'm going to hit someone else and then hit up Alex.
He does seem the type to keep his head down with shit going down around him, doesn't he?
And if he does require a little bit of persuasion, I know just the perfect
Guards,
guy.
help, guards. If Alex doesn't come for that, then I don't know. I might just...
No, Morel, it's help, guards, help.
No, well...
Guards,
that's why you
guards.
yell. It just sounds better.
Isn't that a book?
Guards.
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 Terry Pratchett, Discworld.
I knew it. Hold on. I've gotten lost in my notes again.
Oh, look at that initiative.
Yeah, I know. I rolled a 1. That's really sad.
It's okay. You got your bad roll out so that when I start us a fight,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, you'll get a 20.
Yeah. Well,
Promise, buddy. Promise.
yep, absolutely.
At this time of day, Sootspill is just about waking up. People are clearing out chamber pots. They are sweeping down the storefronts. They are putting out their various like marquises to cover the entrances from rain. They are putting out signs. You see there are some gaming rooms opening up where there are people already entering. They've got bars that are starting to open for lunch. Various other accommodation facilities. It doesn't take you too long to find a member of the Bulwark, but you also see that a lot of these places in the Sootspill have non-Bulwark guards.
Oh, like the individual bars and stuff?
Yes.
For private hire, I see.
They have a lot of seem private, but they also, most of them, carry an insignia. They carry an insignia of a helmet.
A helmet.
Can I?
A helmet.
I don't think I'll know, but have we seen that before? Can I do like a history check? Would we know that of anyone? Okay. Where is my history? There it is. 18. Have we seen that in the city?
Yes, you have. This insignia was very visible upon two individuals you saw at the big forum. One on the giant that participated and what seemed to have been his son. They represent the new guard.
Oh. And then,
They portray themselves as a sort of like multi-purpose hiring agency, but they are very heavily integrated into the Sootspill.
Okay. And didn't Alex, they had a problem with the new guard, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex was apparently convinced that the new guard was skirting the law somehow.
And corrupt. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Love that. We won't be talking to them.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna do one quick reference to one of our lovely community members. Pabor loves the new guard. That's all I'll say.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Best
we can
friends.
talk to them. I'm just okay. That's fine. That's great.
That sounded like sarcasm.
That sounded very convincing.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I think Cuddly, you're taking this the wrong way.
No. That's okay. Either we talk or we fight, and I still meet the old guard. So it's fine.
Old
Yeah.
guard, new guard. It's just
Middle guard.
Yeah.
Just guards.
Guards.
But yeah, you find a member of the Bulwark. They seem to also have little boxes, little stalls where they seem to keep an eye on things. And you can approach if you wish to.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
We're looking for Alex. Do you know where he is at the moment?
Captain Alex?
Aye.
Yeah, they should be in the office.
Alright. Do we know where the office is? We know where
We
the
have
office is, right?
You've been there.
there.
You have been in one of the holding cells
Yeah.
in the station. The
Yeah.
precinct.
That
I would
office,
say with
that
Tinker's
office,
keen
right.
mind, surely we remember the way.
You know the way.
Do we know them?
Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad to be of service.
He's in his
This
office.
person.
In the office. All right.
Which is one of the parallel streets. It's not in one of the main streets of the Sootspill, but one of the parallel walking streets closer to the Scrapyard Strand.
I guess we had the.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to ping on the map.
The map?
The map. So if Roju wants to show the map.
I can.
You see the Sootspill? Beautiful Triforce looking thing.
I love this. I love this.
Yeah. The Alex offices is this building right over here. Oh, it's not letting me ping. Oh, it's because I have the wrong tool on.
This one.
But don't love it.
Yeah.
Go.
Lovely. We will
So
go
it
there.
takes you a couple of minutes to get there. Because it's still a very big city.
Mhm.
So it takes you some time to get there. You do every now and then pass by some individuals that look at you like...
Can Trish do a sleight of hand, mage hand on Tinker's shoulder on his opposite side where Trish is standing?
Yeah, make a sleight of hand.
Ah, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Tinker's passive perception.
Hang on. 19?
19.
What the fuck?
Do you not remember the feat he just got?
Oh, that's fucking right.
You know, the feat that gave you
Yeah,
a good mage hand?
Observant. You have a +5 bonus to your passive perception and passive investigation scores.
Yeah, I might have
Doors.
forgotten about that bullshit.
So Tinker
He
immediately.
says bullshit, but he had that last campaign.
Tinker high fives the mage hand.
Oh,
Nice.
amazing.
She acts like that was what it was like all the time. It was a high five.
That's like what she wanted to do.
Tinker, you pick up on in some of the alleys, you definitely see some shady individuals.
Yep.
And at one point, you see what definitely looks like a scrapper who clocks your group and runs off.
Nope.
Fucking knew it.
Heads up, everyone. We're being watched. From the
I assumed
alleyways.
as much.
Just saw one of our friends, similar looking, that jumped us last time we were here, sprinted. Probably to tell someone that we're here.
Oh, the fellows with all the metal parts on them.
Yes, precisely.
Does he want another cannon to the chest?
I hope so.
And to reiterate, there are lots of people strewn out the city. Imagine that you always see at least one person with a prosthetic or a body enhancement, but the people from the Scrapyard Strand definitely has a different aesthetic to them, as their prosthetics are very rarely customized to fit them. They've had to make do with what has been discarded, unfortunately.
As well as the fact that he just booked it for the scrapyard. That was, I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
a little suspicious.
Yeah. A little bit. It's a tiny bit.
A little bit.
Just want to make sure that we don't try to make a parallel between people with prosthetics.
No, just the suspicious ones.
I
Whoever
have
booked
enough
it for the
anxiety as it
scrapyard.
is.
Normally the ones that have, knives instead of feet, or, like...
Hey, someone could... Only the ones that try and attack you with knife feet.
Knife feet, okay. The ones that try to stab you with knife
I
feet.
had
Yeah,
a
if they
dream
try
the
and
other day
stab
that
you-
I had knife feet.
Did you
Oh.
try and attack anyone?
No.
Well, there you go. You're not from the scrapyard.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, that's how you tell. If
That's
they're
how you
kicking
tell.
you with the knife feet, those are the
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
ones.
That's the bad one.
Oh, okay, I got it. Eventually, you arrive at the precinct of Sutspill, very close to the lower eastern exit of Hayge that you took once when you were heading out to go and inquire about Trisha's stolen surveillance bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the precinct, there's definitely a movement of Bulwark members. They seem to be more focused on this area of the Sootspill as well. Having been not forced out, but definitely there's a tension between the New Guard and the Bulwark here. You do catch with a very, shall we say, flaccid mohawk. You see Alex with, the Free Willy
Yeah.
fin.
Yep.
I just,
Yeah, you can't describe it any other way.
I know you can't. It's
Like,
just-
everyone knows what I mean, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got a clear picture.
But you see Alex. Alex currently is having a smoke outside and clocks all of you. You see the darker skin of someone who is a Soilkin and Emberkin. And sort of like takes one deep blow and then stomps the cigarette butt out. And says, well, there's some faces that I didn't expect for a while.
Hello there, Alex.
It's
Hello,
good to see you
Forrest.
too.
I'm gonna be honest. It is good to see you all, considering how you all left the city last time.
Oh, hey,
Word
that
spread
was-
fast.
That was a time.
Words spread fast. But you made it back. I also heard you brought Vanya back. Well done. Does little...
Mm.
Wow.
Little golf clap just for us.
Insight check for sarcasm.
Sure, make an insight check.
17.
17. It wasn't so much sarcasm as, genuinely, well done. But the clap was I can't show that I'm actually happy. It's like a persona type
Yeah,
behavior rather
That'd be
than...
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
keep up appearances. It's what's happening.
Trying to
here.
keep it blasé.
Yeah. So I assume you need something because you look like you were heading in this actual direction.
Right, we were coming to look for you because we were a bit worried about Harold.
I think most people are worried about Harold.
So you do not
What have
know
you
where
heard?
he is.
I know where he is.
Is he
Oh.
alright?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him in a while. Just
What
a
is
few
his-
days after you left, he was moved.
Moved where?
over there, nods towards the south direction.
No. Oh, I see.
We're in the
I see.
junkyard.
Yeah.
that is
Apparently,
the
since the
news.
scrap one wanted to officially join the Ingenuity, Harold was given the job of setting up some law and order over there.
So an impossible job.
Yeah, I'd call it that. Yeah.
Right. And no one, thought this was strange, suspicious.
Honestly, I kind of expected it.
I feel it is our fault. He was looking into things because we mentioned that not everything was running smoothly.
Yeah, no, he told me. After Harold and I had a run-in about all of you the first time, he started relaying some suspicions to me. So I know why he may have been moved over there.
So did
We shouldn't
Bramble
talk about
move
it
him?
here, though.
Do you have a better?
Bramble technically doesn't have the authority, but knows who would.
Hmm.
I think I get you.
Do you need us to schedule a meeting with you?
No, I'm in charge here. I can do whatever I want.
Then would you like to talk in more privacy?
I don't think we'll find much privacy,
Hmm.
really, anywhere. So it just looks around. No. Just when you're in this part of town, just assume that someone's always listening. Actually, always assume someone's listening. So I'd say either just deal with what you say being relayed, or try to speak in a way that people don't get it, but the person you're talking with still gets it. Yeah.
Or find out
Or-
who's listening and make sure they can't hear anything ever again.
Okay, Tinker, but this is still the city guard, so we need to keep
I was
plans
told-
like that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm sorry. Is that a threat?
No, if you call a bit of a boxing around the ears a threat, like, just a light, don't do this, smack around the back of the head. No. It's not a threat, it's a physical persuasion technique.
well, as long as you yell, guards help guards.
Of course.
I remember.
That was total sarcasm, and Morel just
Hmm.
tries not to laugh. Hmm.
Well,
Do you think we need to go look for him?
Don't
honestly,
worry,
I'd
Alex.
be happy if you did.
I have a meeting down there. We'll keep an eye out.
All right. I can't help, but if you succeed, I'll see what I can do.
Just
Maybe you've lost something and I've found it, and you could go check if there's something in the lost and found for you.
Enough said.
Oh,
Jeez.
like shoes.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not sure we have anything your size.
Where would we
Well-
find this lost and found?
No, I'm saying
No.
while you're away checking on Harald, I probably find something that you've lost.
Very good. Yes, we could have lost it.
We can
We'll
just look in the lost and found.
no.
So
Trish.
Wisdom of 12. Wisdom of 12.
Oh
that's
my
still
god.
better than regular people.
That's
true,
that's true.
Well, Trish has got a wisdom of 12 too.
That explains so much.
So is-
wow!
So is
How do
Forrest.
I have a wisdom higher than you two? Oh my god.
You're the wisest of all four of us.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you
no.
prepared to multi-class into druid. Remember?
That's true.
Druid.
Trish goes, us will go check up on things, and you go check up on our lost item.
I will.
And trying to like just walk out now. Trying to come on, let's go.
You all be safe.
Do you know? Do you happen to know where they put his office?
No. No clue.
We will find it, I'm sure.
We'll find him.
Alex, stay safe. Lovely meeting you on good terms.
Yeah. Oh, I've got work to do.
Right, let's go. Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Forrest.
Alex has become the new Alex is like, I begrudgingly have become one of them. I hate this.
I'm too cool for this.
I'm too cool for this.
Alex is gonna go actually fix their mohawk.
Their mohawk is looking a bit deflated, so honestly,
I mean,
Well, then.
because it's also such an issue fixing it every day during this season, the humidity and
Yeah.
the rain.
like it's
there's
Mhm.
just no point to it.
yeah.
Literally.
How many forms do you think he needs to fill out every time I make vague threats against someone?
Oh, at least 3.
Look, I mean, there has to be some way within the legal system I can get back at him for throwing me in a cell, right?
Trish is
Sure.
gonna start
Possibly not.
walking.
You were walking.
Are we? We're doing this for.
Yeah, we're doing
We're
with while
walking, I
we're
promise.
walking.
We're doing it.
I thought we were like literally stepped outside and he started
Oh,
talking
man.
shit.
That would be
No,
really
no.
that is up our alley though, to be fair.
No, we're on the way. Tinker, I think him letting us out of the jail cell is probably good enough to call it even, right?
Oh, sure, but you know,
We know. They do not know.
They do not know.
I don't know.
How would they know?
How do they know?
they'll never know.
They'll never know.
As you exit
Ah.
through the south part of the Sootspill, ahead of you, the hills, nearly mountains of garbage and trash. But there is still, as always, a semblance of community. Through some trenches in these mounds of junk, you see doorways. Individuals scuttling to and from, and that one main entrance that seems to move every now and then lays open with several guards standing there, just keeping an eye on things.
Bulwark guards or otherwise?
Otherwise,
Nice. Morel will walk up to them
Mhm.
and just very professionally just say, "Oh, hello. My comrades have a meeting with Harold, and I need to schedule one with the scrapped one."
You see the people standing there. One of them have these really thick goggles covering the top half of their face, including the nose. The other one seems to, at first, from a distance, look like they were sat in a wheelchair, but it seems instead that they have prosthetics on their legs that are wheels.
Oh, cool.
They look at each other. The one with the mask says, "And who shall I say is wanting to schedule?"
You may tell him Morel, but he may not know the name.
Okay. Well, You'll have to wait here. The person turns around, opens a little latch, pulls out what looks like a brass funnel, and starts talking into it. Like, we got some people here wanting to meet the scrap one, a Mirel, and then gives like quick description, like, looks like a little Simoran, an Emberkin, and a big feller.
Big feller.
You hear like just rattling in the pipe back, like, yeah, all right, and then like pushes it back in and closes the latch. You can head on in.
Thank you.
All right.
As we walk through, Josie, because I know that last time we had so many changing paths, what is it going to take for me to be able to make an Arcana check while I'm in there?
What are you arcaning?
Arcaning. I mean, I want to know why the door moves and why the pathways seem to just move. Like, I want to know if it's illusion or if it's like sort of something technical, if it isn't magic at all, basically, or what type it is.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm assuming it's kind of all mechanical rather than magical.
Probably. I'm gonna push.
I was gonna say, if no, because Morel wears a mask, so it's difficult to sort of ascertain what she's kind of looking at and figuring out. So no, I think it won't help.
Okay. Yeah. It's 16?
16. There are traces of magic, like here and there. But not necessarily any massive trails, and not illusion, but there's every now and then you just get like a little hint of, oh, there's something. Oh, there's something, and usually it's underneath you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But you walk through, and as you're heading through, you definitely hear, like, as the rain is clinking down on all the metal and all the debris, every now and then you hear these big rustling, grinding metal sounds. And at first it looks like, oh, 30 feet ahead, we're coming to a fork in the road. But by the time you get there, one of those, like, forks have disappeared and been closed off. As you're being seemingly herded in a very specific direction.
Doing that thing again with the walls.
It is all right. We are expected this time.
Could
Tinker,
yep.
with your keen mind,
Ooh.
your increased perception, you see what might be some form of scuff marks and rail marks here and there in the ground.
Scuff marks and rail marks.
Yeah, it might not be that they're moving entire piles of junk, but maybe the junk is on like a traction system.
Kind
that's
of
being
mobile
used.
platform, yeah.
That's cool.
Like train switches, essentially.
Yeah. Clever, but boring.
Wow.
Well,
I don't think he thinks it's boring. He just doesn't want to show that someone is doing something cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's very cool. It's how they literally rearrange an entire walls and almost districts at a whim. It's very impressive. It's cool.
no, it's not cool unless he thinks it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and at the end of the day, it's just a little platform moving, right?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
pulls
yeah,
and
it
ropes.
is.
Like, come on. Maybe a little bit of magic if they're feeling a little
Just spoken
illegal.
mirror.
Like it's
Yeah. Now, if a cannon were to come out of it, that would be a different
Yeah,
story.
that sounds good.
Now
you know?
that's
Yeah.
thinking. Doing it, yes.
And now it's that line of thinking that makes him think, what if each one of these piles of debris just has a cannon hidden
Honestly,
inside
I
it?
would not be surprised.
Oh.
That would just be on track.
Ah, because they're on track.
The whole scrapyard strand can come together into a giant megazord. Now that
Oh,
I don't think you will be able to
Transformer.
contain how cool that is if it happens.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
it would be.
That'd be very
Shit.
cool.
Mm.
Imagine if I had thought of that.
Yeah.
What if I did?
What if you did?
Well, one way
We'll
to find
find
out.
out one day.
Yep.
When we try and fight the entire scrapyard and it just turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out after we fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Let's go.
You keep walking, and you do see people moving around. Every now and then you come to a point where you can see through an opening in these heaps, or there's a glass window, or it is a road, but it's clearly marked for you to go a specific direction. And having been here before, you've been told that deviating comes with consequences. But you do see people around. At one point you see some going through some garbage looking for pieces. You see what looks to be a parent or an older sibling who is trying to fix up a leg for a child, going through like a bucket of pieces and just trying to see if anything's the right fit. And also people eating, just having dinner. You pass by one spot that looks like there's an actual market as well, where people are haggling. Here they don't use coin, instead everything is done by trade. You pass through, you actually see a sign at one point that seems to be a physician. And eventually you are led to the familiar open area where you see this large outdoors laboratory. There's no one here. The laboratory also looks not empty, but cleared out for most part. Like there's still some stuff there, but nothing shiny and sparky this time.
No,
And
no
you
seed
that
this
boy,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, the only liquids in any beakers seem to be caught rainfall. You stand there for a moment when you hear the heavy grinding of metal, and what looks like an angled basement door opens up just ahead of you on the other side of this area. And you see the heavy figure of the scrapped one.
An underground
lumbers up.
lair.
It's very fitting.
Yeah.
You see the metal just welded shut all over the body, those thin slits in the face, and that large, misshapen left arm hidden underneath the cloak that is weighing heavy with the rain.
Would you say the concentration of magic is a little bit stronger here, especially from the basement door? If I were to roll for it?
If you were to roll, I would say there's definitely a stronger taste of magic.
Okay.
The scrapped one lumbers up with that slightly limped gait. I heard you wanted to speak.
I am just fulfilling my end of the bargain. We came back unharmed.
So you did? Did you want a prize?
Is there a prize?
Forrest.
You simply did what was asked of you. I will say, though, I'm quite intrigued. You are more capable than I expected.
A lot
We
of
are.
people seem to say that around us. We seem to be shocking a lot of people, to be honest.
Yes, but I will not underestimate you any further.
It was a little bit surprising when we ended up underwater, I'll say.
Oh, would you be able to tell me more of where you ended up?
No.
You see, no one has made it back before. I'd be very curious to know.
Made it back before. So you sent more people through there.
Well, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
Recalling the bodies that they saw, Mirel kind of nods. Yeah. I can tell you that we ended up on the ocean floor. If you can tell me where you got the Leviathan egg?
Well, you just told me you ended up on the ocean floor.
No, you don't know where.
That's true.
The ocean's pretty big.
Very
Yes.
deep, very cold.
Well, I have my
Yeah.
theories of where.
Do you want
You
to
want to
go
know where I got it?
try?
I think you know where I got it.
I think I
Do
do too. Meryl's just in a staring contest, I feel, at the moment. While she thinks of the next cool thing to say. I ain't no bitch.
Do you want to know the real kicker? I have more on the way.
What? Seeds?
Now, what
No,
will you
no.
do about that?
I'll roll the charisma
Seeds,
saving
Forrest Barkley.
Oh no!
You make it back.
Hi guys, do you like lightning?
Oh shit. Is that happening? Yeah, so anyone
Seriously?
standing close needs to do I think it's a dexterity save.
Dexterity. Honestly, is he also close enough though? Because
No.
damn it.
That's...
Well, I dare say we're all in like 5 feet of you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or what's the range on this thing? It's probably...
It's probably
10 or 15, I
Yes,
think.
Then
it's 15.
easily we're all within, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a natural 20. So
Excellent.
What are we
You
doing?
only take damage on a fail.
Dex, right?
Yeah, dex save.
can, like,
16.
Tinker's... We've seen this before, right?
15.
Like,
Yeah, you could probably tell if clenched fists and like
yeah,
it's like
Is it-
like stiffening.
there's a tell. So if Tinker was to see this tell, considering he's dodged it multiple times now, because he
Mhm.
also dodged it in the
Mhm.
seed.
You did.
Seeing this coming, can he attempt to
You want to
put
capture my lightning?
to put a hand on Morel to try and calm her? Considering it wouldn't be a leap to figure out that this is being caused by an emotional reaction.
I'd say make an insight check.
Yeah. Rather than get out of the way, Tinker would step in to try and.
Oh.
What I'm gonna ask now, what is
Oh fuck!
what is that? Okay, no.
Why?
But you don't catch it in time.
No,
but
no,
what is
no,
the
no.
spell save DC of Mirel?
Please hold.
Please
Uh,
hold.
Please
14.
hold. It is
14.
16.
Fuck!
16. So Trish takes how much damage?
Wait, it is my oh no. Oh no.
Homebrew people?
Lightning damage equal to plus your my charisma modifier. Oh no. 4 plus 9.
9 points of lightning damage.
9 points
as
of lightning
there's
damage.
just a sudden electrical discharge from Mirel's body. Tinker catches on quickly enough to step aside. Forrest manages to throw up an arm using some power of his armor to redirect the lightning through the metal. Also, being surrounded by metal probably helps as well. Just to some extent. But Trish, you are slightly singed from this.
Sorry.
She's gonna act like it didn't hurt at all. She's gonna pretend that
Play it off.
she
Very brave of you.
that.
It's very brave.
In a way of like a sort of not intimidating the guy, but sort of be like, "Yep,
Like, yeah, that's what
happen.
happens.
that does
Didn't
nothing."
even hurt. Yeah.
Well, I also understand how now this could be considered a personal issue, and I won't question your involvement. However, you should act carefully. Harold, you could come out now. From the
As-
same basement entrance.
How does he look?
Harold steps out.
Harold.
Ah, Forrest. It's good to see you again.
And you.
He
I was
looks
worried.
fine. He looks fine. His clothes are a bit dirty. His mane is a bit matted, but nothing else.
In the time that we've
We
known
were
him-
just having a conversation about you all, actually.
Oh, anything you want to share?
Well, I was simply remarking upon how quickly you had taken to the city and how impressive it had been. That you had decided to put yourself on the side of the people.
Trish is detecting thoughts directly on Harold.
Okay. Harold's surface thoughts. Harold's surface thoughts are, oh, it's so nice to see them again. I have to tell them what the scrapped one told me.
Okay.
With that, just by looking at Harold, does it seem like he will?
Yeah,
Like-
he
Okay.
he looks fine.
All right.
Amazing. And an insight check of 19 would. Is that
He
going to
looks-
show me if he's like under a spell, or would I need something different for that?
Yeah, it would be something different. I will say he looks like he's maybe not had access to the best hygiene, but
Oh.
he looks like he doesn't look malnourished or tired or
It's probably because he moved over here. It's
yeah, just like he doesn't look injured or like he's hiding any ailments.
Super sus, Josie.
I'm
Super
so
sus.
suspicious.
What did you do to him?
Dude, you take that pinky
this
away.
This is some more mind control, Jalira bullshit.
That's why I. Oh my god.
Oh
It's fine.
god.
It's gonna be
All
great.
right, you can manipulate people without magic.
Yeah.
in,
Anyone could be the scrapped one, guys. Anyone.
in the
Alright.
entire time that they've known Harold, has he
Mhm.
ever had sort of like his cleanliness and grooming has been on point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Harold, you're looking a little rough around the edges. Is everything all good?
Ah, yes. Well, you're just not the same here. Well, clean water and soap. It's not as accessible. But I think I've done pretty well, all things considered.
Tell me you don't have time to head to other parts of the city, visit your favorite barber.
Well, I have been out and about the city a couple of times, but this is where my work is.
And we love how dedicated you are.
Well, it's one of the few things I can do.
So, did you know the seed was absolutely a trap then?
Well, the scrapped one has told me a few things, most of which is how he was manipulated by Rommel.
Hmm.
Really?
Um,
Rommel, that oaf.
Well, yes. That is what you told me. And the scrap one just stands there and watches, like turns the head from Harold over to you, and Harold says, "Yes, it is quite interesting, actually. I learned the whole thing about the plans to intercept the hunter, the Leviathan. All things done for the greater good, to save the people of the city in the long run."
Trish steps up. I think he's bullshitting you, Harold. I don't believe a word that guy says.
I, too, was very, very cautious with believing anything. But I can't argue with the evidence.
What evidence?
And the scrap one says, "I have recordings of conversations. I have the paper trail."
They can all be forged, can they not?
Yes, I suppose, but I have no reason to hide any of it.
Are we allowed to have a look at these?
Hold on. You're just trying to say that you didn't have nothing to do with all of that shit. You're saying it's all Bramble?
No, what I'm saying is I was involved, but under duress from the current height of ingenuity.
You definitely don't look like a person that would go under duress.
Do you not realize where we live? The filth we wallow in?
Yes,
How far
it's
away?
a disgusting place.
How
but
far
that's
away
not
from
the
him am I?
point.
How far away? Let me do a little measure. You would be about 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do
Would
it.
you like a map?
I was gonna say Josie has a map prepared.
Well, I prepare for a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny.
I would like to. I would like to. So, okay, here's what. I hear what you're saying, scrapped one, but I don't believe you. Do you promise me you're telling the truth?
Ooh.
In what way? We talk about not believing. How will you believe if I say I'm speaking the truth?
Do you promise me that you'll speak the truth?
Sure.
And I cast Zone of Truth.
Oh shit. How far does it reach?
I can cast it out to 60 feet, and it's got a 15-foot radius.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
So I'm going
Okay.
to center it on him.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on.
shit.
I gotta look some things up.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna slimy sneak his little way out of there, but
See, but the thing with Zone of Truth is I know when people pass the save.
I like that. I like that.
So even if he's like what I'm suggesting is that he voluntarily fails so that we know he's telling the truth.
Oh.
Not make. What saving throw?
It's only a DC 13. It's a charisma save.
Charisma save. DC 13.
Yeah. I'm not Gerald. My saves are very, very low.
Okay.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
though.
You'll get up there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Your saves will be.
It requires a lot of charisma points.
You're such a good boy, though. You have all the charisma.
See how
Yeah.
we go. Well, we've got to pump strength first, obviously.
True. Gotta pump it.
I'm just gonna look at some things. Okay. Shit.
Yep, so I know when a creature succeeds or fails on this save.
Ooh.
Succeeds. I got a total of 16.
So it lasts for 10 minutes, and until the spell ends, every time they take their turn, the start of their turn, they make another save.
Oh.
So I check that he succeeded, and I'm like, I think you're going to want to keep to your promise and tell the truth. And the part of the spell is that he's aware of the spell.
Okay.
If he once he's affected, obviously he knows, he's aware of the spell. But he's got a lot of checks to make. It's
Okay.
100 checks if he wants to wait out the entire 10 minutes.
Would that mean that Harold's also under the effects?
Harold is very close to the
Yeah.
scrapped one.
Yeah.
Would you want Harold in that same area?
Yeah, I want it to cover both of them. I thought of this.
Harold fails.
Great.
So Harold is definitely affected by the spell.
Can we see the spell, or is it just like
No,
we have no idea?
it's just a magical zone. It doesn't
We
say
love
anything
magical
about
zones.
visuals. It just says you create a magical zone that guards against
But
deception.
it does have components, I believe.
Components?
As in, like, hand gestures.
Oh,
words.
verbal and semantic. Yeah,
Semantics.
yeah. Semantics.
There's a shift, like a flinch in the scrapped one's body language when you let loose this spell, this effect.
I should actually click the button as well for.
Oh, that does help.
The scrap one resists, but Harold is affected by the Zone of Truth.
What a good boy.
And the scrapped one says, "But I am speaking the truth."
I want to know that you're speaking the truth.
You do not trust me.
Not at all. No.
Good. You shouldn't. But
You
in
made
this
the thing that
instance,
tried to
I am
kill us,
telling
so-
the truth. Well, as I told Harold, I was told to do so by Bromwell. Is that not enough?
Harold, when you got here, what happened exactly?
Well, I was showed some living quarters, and then I was told how to navigate the Strand. It took a few days to get used to. I would share meals with the scrapped one, and we would converse. And if you're worried about me, I am free to leave as I choose. Every couple of days, I do go home to greet my wife, to spend some time to wash up. But it is a lot of work here. There's a lot of things to do. I have to, well, make myself acquainted with the very different culture, even though we live within the same city.
The funny thing about speaking the truth is that if Harold wholeheartedly, within the the depths of his mind and soul, believes he's speaking the truth, then he's speaking the truth.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But that's
with
just
this.
more. That's just more potentially evidence towards some kind of mind control shenanigans, potentially.
Or maybe you're
Anyway,
just
I think
very
he
paranoid and
probably
overthinking.
needed to make several
I'll
saves.
I'll make a
every
save
6 seconds,
too.
if you please.
Every 6 seconds. Okay, I'll make 3 saves here.
Okay.
What was the
amazing.
DC again? 13.
It's only 13, I think. Yeah, 13
Okay.
charisma.
Succeeded. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So, the scrapped one definitely begrudgingly accepts this influence.
You can feel it clawing at him.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then he just cocks his head a little bit. Are you happy now?
Aye.
Telling the truth under duress. Does that really count?
If you can keep your promise, that's what needs to be done.
Fine. Go ahead and ask.
What have you done with Harold?
I've spoken to him.
What else have you done with Harold?
I've told him how we live here.
And what did you do to Harold?
I gave him food and shelter.
Have you done anything to affect him, his body or his mind?
That is quite a deep question. Doesn't everything affect our bodies and minds?
Dinna play dumb with me.
I'm not playing dumb, I'm answering your questions.
You know what I mean.
Yes, but I don't think you understand.
Tell me what I didn't understand then.
That I have done nothing but speak with him and treat him as a guest.
I think he's convinced him.
Have you done anything that would change his mind against his will otherwise?
Against his will? No. You cannot change someone's mind against our will.
I think you can.
Well, I don't believe you can. Note that he's still under the zone of truth.
Yeah.
Huh?
It could just be that the scrapped one is very, very persuasive.
Yeah.
And the spell doesn't stop them from being evasive either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Definitely.
also, I am DM Josie's being very particular with what the scrapped one is saying, because remember that all that is being said is the truth, or
Yeah.
the believed truth.
Yes.
did what you tell Harold about Bramall, was that the entire truth, or are you leaving out your part in it?
Ooh.
No. I told Harold about my involvement in all of these plans. I made the seed. I was there to shoot down the hunter.
Oh, so you shot it.
Yes.
So you've admitted to killing hundreds of people.
Would you have preferred it actually dropped over the rusted commons and killed thousands?
It's not about where it dropped. This man, and now Tinker's addressing Harold, has just admitted to killing many people. If I kill one person, I am thrown in a cell.
I believe that is what you call murder here.
That Harold says, yes, the scrap one is not free of guilt, but when one is acting under the orders of another, under threat, that needs to be taken into account. Does it not?
But Harold, say
Will raised his own judgment, but currently it's more important to remove Bramall from his seat in office to prevent further damages.
Then why isn't he removed yet?
Because I've not yet compiled all the evidence. I told you, Tinker, and all of you, that I would look into this. And the scrapped one has been very, very complacent in sharing his story, so we can bring even more.
Did you make up any of this evidence that you've provided?
Well, I suppose some details may not be entirely accurate.
What are the details that aren't exactly accurate?
The details that I might have wanted to alter for own gain.
Why don't you tell us those details? I think truth is important here. All of them.
Truth is very important. All of them. But you might want to sit down. It might take some time.
Considering this spell is not something that Tinker's seen, but by this point, would we have cottoned on to the fact that the scrapped one is compelled to speak?
I don't know. I don't think Forrest has used this magic before.
No, he hasn't. That's why.
No.
But there's definitely a change in tone.
Tinker would sort of tap Forrest for a second.
Hey,
You mind if I ask one? If we're asking questions.
hey, you cannot tell a lie right now.
When we first came here, what exactly were you working on? With those shards of metal?
Ooh, good question.
Science. I was trying to prove a theory
Which theory?
that the Mastodon was created in the image of a Leviathan.
Hmm.
And that's where we're going to end today.
Hmm.
This guy
Dang.
sucks.
This
Oh,
guy's
he's so sus.
sneaky. He's so sus.
And he's absolutely just essentially convinced Harold.
I can't believe how persuasive he's being.
He's very. I mean,
It's
yeah.
not-
And like, if you don't have anything, no,
Because-
no, I'm gonna.
That's the problem. Like with an enemy that uses mind control and stuff like that, you can sort of like go, "Ha, gotcha!" Like an enemy who just is incredibly persuasive. That's not a,
Yeah.
it's not
He's
as
not
easy of a threat.
entirely wrong.
No,
You
and we
know?
got to be somehow persuasive back, which is me, which Trish isn't
mean,
persuasive.
He's definitely doing it for his own gain, but at the same time, he's like probably making stuff better for the scrapyard, and you can't really fault him for that.
It's just
So I hate a villain
we
that
can
has
discuss.
points.
We can discuss all these theories after we put the sleepy boy to bed.
Go to
People,
bed.
Everyone, we're the natural 30s. I've been Josie Poser, your dungeon mistress for this game, and we're gonna say goodnight to Sleepy Boy. Who are you? Who have you been playing, Sleepy Boy?
I'm Sleepy Boy Orb, and I play Trish. She's a Dragonborn Bard. Yep, that's pretty much all I have brain power for. Sorry.
That's great. We say goodnight, Orb.
Good
No.
night, everybody.
And while we're at it, can the rest of you all share your names and who you've been playing, please, if you will?
Sure. I'm Cuddly Raptor. I play Morel, the Sparky girl who accidentally cost Trish 9 points of health with lightning damage.
Lol.
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 Oh, lol. LOL.
It's probably just like a 20% of her health, right?
Fine. She'll be fine. Walk it off.
Maybe. And who else do we have? We have also
mean-
Defro.
Yeah, we have me, Ozzy Defro, who's also a sleepy boy, but we'll see the session out playing Tinker Slobbersnout, the kobold, who really just wants to wrap himself up in a blanket that's just too heavy for him.
He just wants to.
That blanket looked really cozy. That's all he
Yeah.
really wanted, honestly.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Don't we all just want a weighted blanket that will steamroll us?
Oh, can you imagine the good sleep you get as that thing just crushes you into your bed? Oh,
You'd never wake up.
absolutely not. Means I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow on the public holiday.
But do you know who was a sleepy boy at the start of today's session?
Oh, that was me. I was a sleepy boy.
Yeah.
I suppose my name is Roju, and some people might know me as Participation Award, but here I am Forrest Barkley, our Goliath Paladin, who's
Good.
flexing
Very
his
good
a level 2 spell for the first time.
Nice. We love a
Ooh.
level 2 flex.
We love a level 2 flex.
Mhm.
Good night, Orb. I don't think you have access to Earthquake. That spell is higher level. You probably have Earth Tremor. Don't mix them up. Very different.
Very different. Yeah, Earthquake. That's
One's,
like-
one's a fun wiggle, one's
One is
a Earth
big.
opens and eats you.
I took that to the final battle in last campaign because I was like, well, if we're losing, then we're all gonna lose.
Speaking of last campaign, I'll let you all know that I probably spent more time fleshing out the scrapped one than I did Jalira.
That's
Oh.
wild.
Yeah.
And I am so excited. And I honestly don't even want to fight him right now. Just want to pick his
Scrapped
little
one
scrappy
is-
brain.
He's I don't know. I'm like, from my own perspective, I'm kind of proud of
Yeah.
of what he is, and God, yeah, no, I'm just very excited to see where this conversation might go.
Yeah, when we leave, I'm gonna be like, "See ya, Q," and just see what he does.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
You mean
What
as he
do?
dies while we're standing
No,
over his body?
as we just
we-
like
We have
if we don't
two.
fight, I'll just be like, "Bye."
We have
Bye,
two
Q.
very conflicting things. I think Forrest is very keen to resolve this. I think Morel's happy to walk away again. Tink is just there for the
Well-
ride, really.
Morel is
Tinker wants to get downstairs. That's what he wants.
yeah. That's what I mean. That's
That's
what I
what
want
you
Down
too.
there,
He just
yeah,
yeah.
get
You
his
should just go
grabby
for
mitts
it.
in there.
Yeah, and start tearing out wires.
Imagine I just invisibility you. He probably has true sight. What a bitch.
Absolutely.
What a bitch.
Oh. I mean, I don't think it's so much
Total
true sight as
scumbag.
the wet, muddy ground around all of you
Mm.
would give away the little footprints.
You know, I didn't think of that, Josie.
Little muddy steppies.
And
Yeah.
now I'm mad about it, but that's fine.
I'm mad.
I'm mad.
No,
Anyway.
what about Harold? What's up with that? No.
I think Harold means well, and I also think
I'm not convinced of anything yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like this is going to be one of those Witcher situations where everyone means mostly well, but some of them are also self-serving, and they're like, oh, if I can do two things at once, and then we just have to pick which one is going to suck less for the majority of the city.
Yeah, there's
I feel like there's not going to be a good answer. There's just going to be an answer.
maybe.
Yeah, but he's not giving us an answer.
No, I mean,
He's being a dodgy little bitch.
well, he has really high dexterity. What do you expect? He just dodges all day.
He does not have high dexterity. I can tell you that. You've seen him. He's a
That's
lumbering
true.
pile of metal.
That's true.
Barely walk straight.
It would be a little funny if I was closer because, man, if he got electrocuted, I would only feel mildly.
God damn it, Chris! No, I don't think Lars Pan would expect and would appreciate Jimmy the Cannibal in this.
Jimmy the
campaign.
Cannibal?
You're
It's-
saying that he's not super dexterous. Do you think maybe some grease to, would
I mean, his metal's pretty squeaky. I'm pretty sure you'd be
Yeah.
helping him if
Yeah.
anything.
If you guys start a fight and he's level 20, I personally am going to cry.
Look, if
I
we
need
start
you
a
to know
fight
that.
and he's level 20, then we'll die for a good cause.
I mean, like, I'll die with you. I just won't be happy about it, okay?
talking about Tinker's not gonna die, he's just gonna get out of that.
Yeah.
He's gonna
yeah.
spring
One
step
does not
his
simply
way
get out of there from a level 20.
I'm look.
Wow.
I'll be like, oh, sorry, my bad. I
you
thought you were a
guys.
guy who took Eobard. My bad. You're not, and I'm gonna leave. See you.
Look, and listen.
Look
Just
and
gonna go,
listen.
he's not level 20, but like, around that ballpark, like 19.
I'll just say that you gotta know how the CR system works.
Mhm.
I
Levels and CR aren't the same.
Yeah, that's true.
and I don't. And that scares me more.
Yeah, but you did quite a good job when you ran your first one shot last month.
Thanks. It
I
was
hear,
very
that's,
fun. And
I hear that's what
I'll try
happened
another
to all the bandits you sent after them as well.
yeah, look, I'll be honest, guys. It went really long, which was amazing. You guys were looking for so many traps, and I forgot traps existed. So I
There
didn't
were
put
no
any
traps.
in. There were no traps. There were no traps, and I felt really bad. I was like, maybe I should just make one just to let them undo it. But it was just too much
Yeah.
work.
No, you don't need help.
I should have made one. I'm so sorry. That's
You don't even
on
need
me.
to make one. You just say, you found a trap.
Wow,
Rude.
good
That's
on you.
Oh, good on you. You found a trap. You know what?
Found a trap.
You're
Yeah.
all teaching me how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No background is required. It's just a cardboard veneer that says trap on it.
trap. Yeah.
Hey, I
Job.
gave you nice gold and I gave you a dinosaur. What more do you want?
You
That's
get
true,
a
true.
dinosaur?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a
Yoshi.
dinosaur.
Wow.
But we thought it was
Same.
gonna be Goose.
No, it was a little honkin' hadrosaur.
You could call the hadrosaur Goose, though.
I could have,
No.
but
Yeah.
her name was Hattie, I think.
Yeah,
I can't remember,
think
something like that. Yeah.
Speaking of traps, did you know my grandpa used to put out fake Easter eggs with like little sad smiley faces inside them. And some that just said, fooled.
Wow.
Gosh.
That's so funny. Oh,
That's hilarious.
that is the funniest, and I love your grandpa for that.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
That's so good.
Grandpa. Yeah, shit. I honestly, I can't wait for next week when we continue where this left off. Oh shit, Mom.
Yeah, you
Mom.
can confirm.
Confirm.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Vodka Mongoose. What is happening?
What? I love garden snails.
Oh no.
Yeah, I love garden snails.
Amazing.
I'm just reading this now.
Yeah, just a
It's
gourmet
like,
adventure
yeah.
by the sounds of things.
He just-
Yeah.
he just-
I'm there for it.
Oh my God. Pot
I
stickers
know-
are amazing.
I do love pot stickers. I know we're slowly wrapping up, and I
Yeah.
just feel like I might have the place for us to go, considering that we were just facing a giant iron calamity. If you want to see a bigger, potentially not iron, but I can't really tell, it's all gray,
Oh shit.
calamity, then I've got the place for you.
Wait. I feel like I don't know, cause here's the thing.
hmm
The scrap one
He's not iron.
he might
You
just
trust me, he's not iron.
he just might be mimicking someone else. He might be, if you will, overshadowed by the colossal people who came before him.
Why would...
But that's the segue you wanted, right?
That is exactly the segue that I wanted, and
Because we're
I'm
gonna go to, I assume, Bionic Nova's
we're
place, Shadow
going
of the
there, and
Colossus.
I'm leaving.
He's a mimic. Oh my gosh.
That was a
It's a
beautiful
mimic.
segue.
Oh
That
no,
was a
he's something
beautiful
else
segue.
entirely. He's gonna piss everyone off when they found out, or they're gonna be like, "Whoa,
He's a
what a
ooze.
twist!"
I am
He's
gonna
an
be
assassin.
It's Marnie.
It's mine.
Journey back again.
No,
Oh.
everyone, thank you so much for this week. We will see you next week. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna be raiding out now. Cuddly,
I did
Cuddly?
it. I did the thing.
Cuddly, you're
I
doing
did
it.
the thing. I did the
Cuddly,
thing.
Cuddly, do the thing.
I did the
Everyone,
thing.
It is starting.
be safe. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.